Viewer discretion is advised.
But will be completely ignored.
You spend time with your family?
Sure I do.
Good.
Yo, what it do? We apologize for us being running a little bit late, but welcome to Last Week of Wrestling. You know who the fuck I am. Oh yeah, speaking of you know who the fuck I am, I got a great thing for y'all now. So now we're gonna give a little bit of people some little introductory little videos and stuff like that when they come into the mix and stuff like that. But some of you guys didn't know I am one of the There we go. That's my better intro. But welcome to the show. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Pass on to your people. Let the people know that we are live, active right now. Last Week of Wrestling, we are here. The Live is network in the streets. You already know what the fuck that we're talking about. Also, don't forget to check out the link tree at Off the Top Rules Podcast for the video, the audio, the merchandise, everything, the whole shebang bang. I'm trying to get through this as quickly as possible because someone is pressing me about time. So check out the brand ambassadorships. You already know with W. Coupon code OTTRMOB at W.DG for 10% off. And then next, don't forget our other brand ambassadors, Dream Live University, with 15% off with the same code at dreamalive.store. And last but not least, don't forget to check out our last one with Soul Lace. Get your jewelry up, get your game up, 25% off your purchase as well at getsollace.com. Use the same coupon code OTTRMOB. How else are you not going to forget about that? And do not forget the merchandise. Definitely the merchandise for us last week in wrestling, the Wrestler Silent BlackHart Angels. Wrestling Area, the whole 9 yards is still up there. It's still active in the store at bonfire.com/store/off-the-top Rules Podcast for all the merch. So yes, folks, thank you. As we got a special show for everyone tonight. Hopefully we can try to be able to be on like a little bit punctual when it comes to that time base and stuff like that. But needless else to say, I'm gonna introduce the first. He is your newly crowned 5-time OTTR champion, the man himself, the glorified one with the Versace suits, the belt, and everything. Mr. Big Mike is in the building, rocking around with that OTTR championship belt, loud and proud for his fans in the crowd tonight, celebrating his latest victory.
I appreciate it, man. It feels good to be here. Another week with the title. Feels good. We're on the road to Mania as champion. Things is the way
yeah. And next, on top of that, we got the big fella, the big tall.
This kid and that kid and this kid, Garco Ball.
We got the tall, big guy himself, the phenomenal Baconator himself, Mr. Uncle Phattz.
Put some respect on my name, bitches.
Okay, you really want to talk about respect? Respect the next person, the last person that's rolling up on in here. I found him in the
What's
forest.
that? Whoa, it's huge.
It's a Snorlax.
It's a E Dukes, aka E Truth. Holy shit, we found the wild one, folks. We in the middle with it. This is gonna be your lineup for tonight. And before we get started, I know we usually say the biggest news for the last part, but I want to kind of get it out the way for some of you guys that do not know. For those of you that do not know, that already heard the rumor already. Some people already talked about it already on the previous shows and anything else like that. We are now proudly announcing that we are now 49% part-time owners of Supernova Wrestling, based here in Revere, Massachusetts. So yes, the OTTR mob is getting into the wrestling industry, working from behind the scenes. So and later on comes down the line. Definitely see us all over Infinite Plus Network. You catch us on as we in the rebuild stage as far as this company is concerned. So we're gonna try to do the best that we can with this. Our next show that's coming back in Revere is July 19th. Don't forget, without warning, provided by S9W. Come show the community some love. Come out for that one night. Bring the kids, bring the family. We are active out here. So thank you guys for a special shout out to S9W for giving us the opportunity. And we going to try to knock the shit off the park this season. What up, y'all? I try to be done as fast as I can because I know someone got to be out by midnight. So I'm trying to be like getting my shit done quick. So
BlackHart, I feel sensational.
I bet you are. With that face off on top of your head?
No, it's just sensational.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Okay. Thought it was just me. I don't know what that means.
Thank you because I'm so confused. Listen, I'm just trying to get these things done and dealt with, but make more count. So we got a lot of work to do.
Looking like a ghetto turban on his head.
we just got a lot of work to do between now and July 19th. So definitely,
it feels great.
Looking forward to the space. We're definitely looking forward to working. We're definitely forward to learning from the business and about the business from inside and out. So we can't wait. What's going to transpire? What the hell is on top of your head?
It's a turban, inside out. Don't worry about it.
An inside out turban?
Yeah.
He's determined to quit.
No. It's too
well,
legit.
as Zeus was whistling over there, we in the mood. Yeah, we're super excited. We're super fucking excited about that. Deuce is causing a major distraction, according to Chrissy. Yes, he is. So let's just get into this thing. Let's just dive into this damn thing real quick. So as you guys know, on the latest AEW Dynamite, Kazuchika Okada, who just arrived to All Elite Wrestling and defeated Eddie Kingston for the Continental Crown Championship. So now he's your defending champion in this case. You actually see the EVPs, the Young Bucks, Nicholas and Maverick Rollins, are very ecstatic about their newest foundation in his latest victory. But last but not least, the I Quit match that happened at the main event of that Dynamite in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, between Adam Copeland and Chrissy Cage, with back and fucking forth like no fucking tomorrow. And yes, it was a I Quit match for the ages. We even got the reintroductory of Spike into the mix. Big shout out to AEW for the footage. No, we did not get the copyright consent to that, so please do not mind frame on that. But at the global combination, just trying to completely mutilize and shape this man. Finally, Spike makes his appearance, gets one hit in, and oh Jesus, I really had to turn my head when it comes to that. But Christian Cage deserved what the hell that he got. Eventually, he quits, and now Adam Copeland is your two-time TNT champion. After all the bullshit, after the whole Nick Wayne family fiasco, even after Luchasaurus and the whole 9 yards, your man that's pushing over 50 is now holding the secondary biggest championship in AEW history. Thoughts and reactions to all this? You guys get out the floor. And let me not forget, symbolic middle fingers for good measure. Go ahead.
What do you want? I can start because Who
are we going with this?
It was such a tale of two title matches.
Mm-hmm.
I sat here and I came on here. I think it was 2 weeks ago, And I told you guys, I'm not especially familiar with Okada's game. I felt like he was going to take the title from Eddie because you got to do that with your new big splash. I am not closing judgment. I'm still open. He could change it, but I have not been wowed by this man yet. Like, that match was okay. It was all right. It wasn't, end of the world. I still don't see what all the hype was about. He just looks like another really good wrestler. Like, nothing I've never seen before. He doesn't look like I'd have to think about right now from what I've seen, the 3 matches I think that I've seen him have. He's just another guy. He's just another guy. I will say that triple championship belt thing that they were doing with Eddie, he very rarely defended it. It doesn't feel like a major AEW championship because it's never on AEW TV. So hopefully this will give that belt a little push. So I don't hate him winning it, but like, I'm still waiting for him to wow me because he has not wowed me with a promo. He hasn't wowed me with a match. He hasn't wowed me with anything. On the flip side, man, that was one of the best I Quit matches I've ever seen in my life.
Basically, Mike, what you're doing is basically, if Warren was here, he probably would say the same thing too.
Oh, that I Quit match was unbelievable. Start to finish, putting the hockey jerseys on and fight. Adam Copeland and Christian are so good. This is what I've been screaming for AEW. They tell stories. Like, there's psychology in their matches. Like, they don't just do spots to do spots. Like, it all makes sense. Everything moves on to something. And that I Quit match was so good, and it was creative. It was creative the way that they isolated Luchasaurus and Nick Wayne, handcuffing them to the ropes like that. Like, it was masterfully done. I know that they're up there, but those guys can go. And hopefully, I know I believe that title is supposed to be their work. It's the number 2 title, but I don't know if it's the workhorse title or if the one that Roderick Strong has is the one that's going to be defended all the time.
And that's the problem with their title division in AEW. That's why I said that technically for me, the TNT Championship, that's technically the second.
Yeah, that should be the number 2 title. Yeah, it should be.
That's what I truly believe.
But so I don't know if he's going to be able to defend it consistently or if he'll just go into storylines and defend it, which would be great because that will give it some credibility. But man, I loved it. Giving Christian the finger as he walked away, like everything was just spot on. What a great match. Them guys, you could tell they're best friends because the bumps they were taking, you only take with someone you trust. And it was just a masterpiece. I loved every second of it. But Okada, I guess to be determined still.
I'm gonna shift it over to the big greasy motherfucker who I'm still trying to catch with the ultra ball, Mr. Snorlax.
What's good, cat? That is all right for Okada and Adam Copeland winning. It's a mixed view of it. I would say I'm giving Okada the 2 shits of the Torsi flush for his winning. I understand it. Why they gave him the title, but at the end of the day, if everybody that knew comes in the AEW deserve a title, that must means Mercedes Moné is getting the women's championship coming up soon.
The TBS championship.
Yeah, but even though like you gotta earn the title, like at least with Copeland, I would say is that he won it and he lost it, but at least it was part of a storyline, like what Big Mike was saying. But other than that, other than those 2 matches, Edge Adam Copeland and Christian Cage are well deserving of what you can get when you have chemistry with somebody. Like legit, you won't get with no one else that you've been knowing for practically most of all your damn lives and shit. Like that's like something that you can sit there and be like, you know what? I'll turn on TV. These two going at it, I'll sit back with popcorn and watch it. Now, if it was Okada and A Kingston again, I ain't gonna watch none of that shit. I probably would take a good ass shit and go to sleep. And y'all gonna sit here and tell me about what happened after the end, and that's all that matters. I'll probably look at it on YouTube and be like, I'm going to sleep
I'll
again.
tell you something right here, right now. If you would have ever had a wrestling match, people would have been sleeping during your match too.
Hey. That's why I'm not a wrestler no more.
You never was,
right? I'm not saying like you never was.
Like I said, I was wrestling in my dreams. That's all that matters. But
you was wrestling with your hand and your dick. That's what it was.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
But I'm sorry, cause we not buying.
We ain't buying this shit, but that was easy money for me.
But that's it. That's all I can say.
Disqualified. Disqualified.
No Diddy.
Go ahead. Finish your point.
No, that's all I gotta say. No love.
All right. I want to say, damn, bro. Like you walked right into that. The big kid. What's up, motherfuckers? I'm thinking that's what the fuck he's about to walk out with.
All right, so my view on this match, first off, this Okada and Eddie Kingston was just an absolute, atrocious. It was a waste of space. You've seen a man whose knees have pretty much have given out on him. It could barely stand up, and it's just like, dude, went from having 3 belts to having none. Maybe this is time for you to kind of sit back and get yourself together and do whatever you need to do. As far as Okada is concerned, regardless of what, hopefully they can make him fit somewhere with this title to where he can, like Mike said, show us what he literally can do. Because if not, it's just going to make that title look like shit. And I don't know what this... First of all, okay. The Young Bucks, y'all are really pissing me off with this whole gimmick that y'all are doing.
Thank you.
This shit is really fucking stupid.
Oh,
what did he say fuck me for?
You went from being fun-loving warrior type non-heavyweight tag team champions to a bunch of whiny bitch ass wannabe legends that just have not humbled themselves yet. And I just want somebody to literally just put their foot in your ass, no Diddy. And
this man started catching.
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
Nice, no Diddy. Nice,
no Diddy. Nice,
no Diddy.
And literally just
no Diddy. Nice Diddy.
Put you motherfuckers out for maybe months to a year. You know what I'm saying? So we can actually have a real tag team turmoil where we don't have to deal with whiny, prissy ass veterans who just can't get this shit together and realize it's okay to compete against up and coming tag teamers. As far as Adam Copeland and Christian Cage, or as I like to call it, the ACCC, you pretty much got 2 best friends / brothers who pretty much grew up loving the business and grew up in this business. And we all know where they came from. We all know the lineage that they've brought over. And this is exactly what AEW needed to see. The blueprint of how to put together a great storyline from start to finish. The bumps, the coordinations, the involvement, the plot twist, the ins and outs, the turns, the like Mike said, the bumps, the bruises, the pillage, the surprises. Everything fell right into place, and this was a great story / rival, and it was a hell of a match. We all know that some shit is a little forced, and you know, you take some bumps and hits. But I'm gonna be honest with you. You try getting tied up, and you take what was it, 10, 12 nut shots, and then you got hit in the nuts with a barbed wire bat. I'd have quit after the third one. I need my shits. That's part of life. I mean, I guess any man will quit if you keep hitting him in his nuts. No diddy. But one hell of a match. I give that match a fucking 10. That's a great way. That's a great way to capitalize on the champion, and then that awesome middle finger at the end, just to let him know, like, I love you, but fuck you. That's what this business is about. It's about competition. It's about knowing where you stand, and hopefully this leads to Edge probably going against Samoa Joe, whoever the champion is, later on before he heads back to WWE and finishes his career off. So, yeah.
I give this match a 10. A fucking 10.
Classics. Classic match.
Jesus. Just make the short and sweet about the Okada thing, like everyone else has. I just firmly believe that TK just only giving them this title just to try to make it more meaningful. I mean, even though having it on Kingston kind of made it meaningful when we first won it, but once you convert that into like a championship, that kind of derailed it for me. So I could care less about the title, but Okada actually getting the dub over Eddie Kingston, that was gonna have to be expected anyway. I think the problem is like the Jay White situation, like with Big Mike a long time ago, he's just not resonating with the American fan base. Only the fan base that knows about New Japan, that knows about the indies, the independent stuff, and the TNA situation and shit with him back in the day, is probably the main reason why I think people are not resonating with him so quickly like they do with the others. And Jay White is another prime example of that cause. So to see that, it's like, okay, I know, like, we understand what you're trying to do, TK, but at the way, I think it's just the execution and the timing, which is bad. You know what I'm saying? So, however, that he's probably thinking in the back of his mind, I have a better chance of resurrecting the title. Time for me to treat that like a championship, which you shouldn't have never done that. So treat it as like WWE does with the Andre the Giant Battle Royal winner. It's just that main brand prestigiousness. That's it. But they took it to a whole other level. And then the Adam Copeland thing, yes, I agree with everyone. When it was like one of the best I Quit matches that was ever produced. I can't say from the company, but just in general, as in like wrestling history, that's one of those modern day I Quit matches that is like, ooh, okay, that's something you can remember later on down the line when we get a little bit older, like 5 years from now. And like everyone said, the only person who's going to hit harder than you ever thought is your best friend, and someone that you trust. And these two have been through all together, from childhood to independence to going into the WWE to going on their own journeys, individual journeys, and coming back to the same company and doing all this shit. And it's a revolving fucking door. So I wasn't expecting this match to be a fucking failure at all. They definitely knocked it out the park for sure. Jesus Christ. You know, this is how you get yourself out of booking situations where it's like, oh my God, is that the whole thing with Roman, blah blah blah. Y'all just shut the fuck up and chill the fuck out and let the thing marinate on its own, and then that's what we get the fuck what we want. That's called home cooking, not microwavable goods. So I liked how this story ended. This is probably just chapter 1 right now. We still got probably 2 more chapters of them going back and forth until they finally call it quits. So I'm expecting 2 more sagas in this Copeland and Cage story and AEW soil. So I'm looking forward to this. Kudos. And that's it for me. Anyone else? Got anything else?
Maybe Beth Phoenix comes over to AEW.
I'm sorry, cause we not buying.
I just be a I think she'd rather just be a housewife.
Yeah. There was a second there when Nick Wayne's mom was out there with Adam. I was like, is Beth about to pop up real quick?
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't happen. So that was the only thing about that match. If I said I could critique it, was they kind of didn't do anything with her because she just kind of ran away when everybody came out. Like,
yeah.
That was the only thing.
Probably saying, I didn't want to get my nails fucked up.
It's just
you shut your mouth right now, boy.
It's a typical white girl that runs from trouble after she done started it or partaking in it. Like, you know how we see in the movies and TV shows, you know. There's a group of guys coming, so just run away. You don't want to get attacked, even though, you know.
Or one person that sweats so fucking bad that he got called fat
Call
water
me fat water rat. Go and scratch your hairy back. Skinny legs and smelly crack. You look like a quarterback.
Damn.
Damn.
She got a mean forehead, but I understand.
Hey, we might be alone. Hey, whoa. You might be alone, dog.
I'm just saying, I wasn't saying she's ugly. I just said she got a mean forehead.
There's one thing I just say right now.
Listen, I don't give a fuck, man. I'll still give the to it, like.
Yo, there's one thing.
That boy is a target. It's a target. I'm telling you.
No bull. I just want to ask Chris Cage. You're like, yo, where's the marbles at, dog? Yeah, I know he dropped his marbles somewhere, right?
You damn idiot.
Y'all soon.
Idiots, when it comes to him, when it comes to him down there and the woman, oh, forget it. He's like this.
Yeah, no, boy, I was
about
like
to
that.
give himself an ulcer. Just
stop it. His stupidity defies gravity.
How did the boy fall upstairs? His stupidity defies gravity.
Sensational.
Oh shit, JP go fix. Why claim Nick Wayne? Oh shit,
damn.
He can't do that.
Nah, Nick Wayne's mom is bad though. She'll get it. Top wrestler MILF in wrestling right now.
Top MILF, as you hear from Local Fast. Okay, jeez, we're going to just shimmy on over, right? So, as you guys know, the NCAA tournament is going on right now. But the key question is, because of the move for Rampage going over the Wednesdays, because of the NCAA tournament situation, Rampage have had their highest viewership that they had thus far this year. After Dynamite went off the air, they averaged 800,000 views, but Rampage got a 541,000 views, and 65.4% of what they did the previous Friday on the regular time slot, which makes theirs the hugest. And then you look at the whole count for week after week of Rampages that be on Friday to the very last week, which was averaging a higher number than what they did before on Fridays on a Wednesday night at 10 o'clock. So, folks, should AEW heavily consider moving Rampage to after Dynamite on Wednesdays?
So I mean, it's tricky because one, The only reason those numbers is like that is because Tony Khan has no concept of time, and the Adam Copeland Christian match ran over. They literally changed it to Rampage during the match. So, and then, once that match is ended, we were already on that roller coaster. So once that ended, it was like, oh wait, y'all still got more matches? Okay. This Willow, Chris Statlander street fight still coming? All right, I'll just stay and finish watching. So I think the ratings were up because of that. I mean, they can move it to after Dynamite, but I think that'll defeat the purpose because then, like, whatever the real main event of the night is, whatever is for the people in the arena, the real main event is whatever the Rampage main event is, because the Dynamite main event's not the last match they're going to see.
So would you consider just merging both those shows into 1 3-hour show?
Yes, because Rampage as a standalone show on Friday, we said this once they announced Collision. Once Collision started coming on Saturday, that was the end of Rampage. Like that was the death knell right there, because it was already tough enough coming on Friday after SmackDown. But now I know that, like, literally nothing that happens on that show means anything storyline wise. Like, tell me something that happens on Rampage that means anything. Like, it's Dynamite and it's Collision. That's where
it's done like a Bikini Bottom resident.
It get done up.
I literally would just turn Dynamite on if I want to see a match, but like, I'm not gonna permanently do that every week. Like, it just, once Collision came, that was it. So
I ain't no Rampage on the show.
Case in point. So
dude,
if they want to make Dynamite 3 hours, that's pushing it too. That's a lot on a Wednesday night, but they gotta get it. That it's just gonna die on that Friday slot. It's just going to die.
Dukes, you dickless bitch.
Dickless bitch. And you're short. Fuck you.
Why you say fuck me for?
Take that stink face with it.
That shit was harsh.
That's a beautiful steak face.
That's a beautiful steak face.
Okay, I'll take that steak face.
I know Buddy Matthews is happy at home.
Thank you, Don.
Yo, no bull.
Hey, but she did to your woman.
That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with the threesome.
Get that Australia. Get the Australia set down there.
I got that. I got the Australian Open with.
What's that for?
I just like the way that sounds.
I have the Aussie Open with the Samoan welcome. So I'm good.
Nah. All right. Now, you want to ask about Rampage?
You necklace bitch.
Damn.
Necklace. Get it? Necklace.
Really? All right. Now,
dickless bitch. And you're short. Fuck you.
Yo. That's how y'all feeling? Damn. This some bullshit.
No, blame Uncle Phattz, bro. Uncle Phattz.
Yo, I'll say is this. For Rampage, I never knew they had a show. No lie. I thought it was Dynamite and Collision. Sorry, Big Mike, for my outburst on that, but I'll just remain the facts. I never knew Rampage had a show. The fuck? Like,
who are in there?
All right, look, I Roy Jones you. Look here.
But no, also, Roser, I'll say it's like this. This is what it should happen. Leave it alone. But first things first, divide your roster, and then let's see what happens. Because if you can't do that, then legit, there's nothing else you actually can do. Because Dynamite and Collision is outworking primary the third show, and that's Rampage. And I doubt Rampage was supposed to be the second show. If that's the case, then nothing else. Then and that's
basically
sucks,
Rampage became the AEW Dark and Elevation.
Damn, that's sad.
What? It's true. This is Popeye and Brutus.
Beauty on the bounty, Jay. This the boys Benedict Arnold. Oh yes, it's Popeye and Brutus all over again.
But that's but AEW, if AEW don't fix the shit, nobody's not really gonna watch the shit.
Don't call my phone for the
Hello?
Doc?
that's too much.
But that's all I gotta say on that. That's all I gotta say.
You. Baconator.
Yeah, I'm not the Baconator, but I am the man. But I do love bacon. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place right now. Okay, where do I begin? This whole Rampage shit, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna say this. I don't know what the fuck y'all was thinking. Everybody knew that it was gonna be crazy with these 3 fucking shows. So let's not all get our minds twisted and acting like we've been oblivious. What you need to do is just simplify the shit. Just combine the 2 shows. Call it Dynamite Rampage. And what you do is you build a storyline between the 2 shows to where it falls within the time slots of both shows. Okay? And then with that being said, that can lead to great other matches leading into Collision, and that can follow into the pay-per-views that you have throughout the year. It's not making shit complicated and difficult. If you want to kill Rampage, you killed it by making Collision. Because you can't have Collision and Rampage together, because then it just doesn't make fucking sense. We'd rather have a Dynamite Collision with a little bit of Rampage, so why don't you just combine the 2 shows that are failing so you can have one big collective viewership, and then you minimize the fucking belts, make the belts important, and you create storylines and you let these wrestlers prove themselves. Look to the veterans for leadership. Stop being pussies. Okay? Man the fuck up, Tony Khan.
A tournament of power.
Stop acting like a bitch.
And this wasn't some weak ass training lessons either.
We don't give a fuck if your dad is your Jaguar owner. You don't give a fuck about that. Okay? You're dealing with wrestling right now. And the viewers were getting pissed off by your soft baby bullshit. You're worse than the Young Bucks right now.
That's crazy.
So you need to get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? You need to go and talk to ACCC. You need to ask them and Jericho. And you need to ask these motherfuckers, what do I need to do to correct this shit? And you need to figure that shit out fast. Talk to Taz. Talk to the Big Show. Talk to all these guys that been behind the blueprint of that nasty fuck that we don't talk about. No Diddy. That's his name. The No Diddy. And we found a solution.
No Diddy. No doubt.
Play on, player.
Hold on. Shout out to the was it AEW? Or was it WWE? Was it AEW that was screaming whip that trick or some shit like that? Or was it?
Mr. KB also says Rampage should move to Wednesdays at 10 and have Collision move to Friday nights or Thursday nights.
No, you leave Collision on Saturdays because Friday nights is the bomb night and nobody's really trying to watch wrestling on Friday nights unless it's SmackDown. The storyline between the bloodline is killing Friday nights right now. You might as well just face it. SmackDown got Fridays locked on right now. Pick another day out of the week. Stop trying to match up. You can't compare 40 plus years to a 5-year program. It's just not going to add up. Okay? Let's just face facts with facts. You're not losing, but you're not winning. So you're in the middle. Okay? Let's keep it there so we can rise up. Combine the two shows or make Dynamite one big ass fucking extravaganza, and then you end it with Collision. Because something's got to give. You cut all these fucking belts out. You know, maybe send one or two to Big Mike and or whatever, because you know he needs to be the five-time.
Coincidence? I think not.
And then that's it. On to the next level.
Just do?
Five-time.
Wait. You
Why
didn't
from
put the
Bikini
4 up,
Bottom,
though?
folks?
Like you did with Brother Man for the 5th floor?
God help me.
I thought they said this.
Damn, bro, man, from the 5th floor can't have shit.
We can't get shit here. I pour Captain Crunch into a bowl. There is no berries anymore. You cannot have shit.
Damn.
Can't have shit. Nothing.
We ain't shit.
Bro, you look like Brahmin.
No, you look like you.
You look like Brahmin from the 5th floor. You.
That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Something ain't right.
Yeah, because you got no neck. Because you got no neck to show for it. You ain't dark skinned enough. You ain't tall enough. Brahmin had to be slimmer. You're fatter than he was.
Yo. That's because Brahmin and I just think alike just because we both love sandwiches.
Nah, bro, what you're going to have to do is put your head up straight, bro.
Big shout out to the 1130 podcast, Mr. Dre.
What?
I said, you're going to have to put your head straight because we're going to start suing you for airtime, bro. The way you breathing is pissing me off.
Hey.
Yeah,
why you trying to sue me for airtime?
Because, bro, there should be no reason why you talking like the game.
It's taking up so much air. Get it?
Talking about the game. I will say this, though. Side note. WWE, I'm saying this now. What's today's date? The 24th.
Mm-hmm.
When you go into Netflix next year, I swear to God, if you don't bring back Camp WWE, I'm going to cuss you son of a bitches to the fucking moon and back.
Yes, yo.
Bring back what?
Camp WWE.
Camp WWE, the cartoon shit.
Oh,
yo.
Shit was cool. He's like,
To this day, I don't know.
He's like, I got the fuck you reflex. I died. I died. You cut off the Rock's elbow, he loses his mojo. Oh my God, Triple H is just a simp to fucking Stephanie. Bro, the shit's just, and Vince McMahon, I mean, I hate to say it, but another genius move.
Yo,
now you got to just take Vince out, but please bring back Camp WWE. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, why you added WWE? Bring back story time because I like them whole animated little
story time was good.
Yeah, those story times that like they did. God bless Gene Oakland Soga. He was the voice that did the first 2 seasons, and then afterward, when did season 3, Jerry King Lawrence did the voiceover and stuff like that. So, yeah, man, y'all need to bring some of these joints back, man. Cause we waiting for them since WWE Network even came into fruition and shit.
Motherfucking year now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now I want to watch Camp WWE now. Bullshit.
Yeah.
That's
nice fucking drinking a nice meal. I mean, you're gonna need like 4 plates and 2 cups. So I think you'd be all right.
Reaching foul. That boy is reaching. Shit is straight cap.
No, dude's got a Sunday. He has a Sunday
6 TV dinners. That means 6 TV dinners, 6 20-ounce sodas.
Bro, you know what TV dinners look like these days, bro?
That you get from the supermarket. Them little stand-up bottles. Yeah.
Bro, you got prison meals.
He ain't drinking no 2
You
liters.
have prison meals that look better than TV dinners right now. So that's kind of like an insult, bro. So you got to come up with something better than TV dinners.
How's that?
Bro, you need to do your research. These prisons is getting better meals than TV dinners than the Hungry Man.
I don't give a fuck about none of that, man. Let him eat
food is food, bro. No, you can't.
Let this man below me eat his oodles and noodles and call it a fucking day.
Chicken and beef. Wait. Ain't nothing wrong with noodles? He grew up on oodles and noodles.
Listen, I'll eat Hot Pockets any day of the fucking week.
I grew up on spinach and cheese with crackers, man. You know.
Nah, oodles and noodles and PB&J all day.
Yeah, but you like yours with the crust.
No, you're not mixing those shit.
Nah,
not mixing that though.
Right, like what's wrong with you with that? Like you ain't mixing that. That's gonna just upset your stomach.
What?
He said oodles and noodles and peanut butter and jelly.
Look at Dooch's face.
I'm about to end this man's whole career. What career?
That man's not going to stop that motherfucker.
Yeah,
that's not going to stop that motherfucker from eating some chicken, the fucking noodles with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in the diet.
But I'm sorry, cause we not buying.
That diet soda is coming right after.
Diet soda makes no. I'm not believing that.
Every fat person, I hate diet soda. Every fat person, like dudes, yeah, they eating that diet, bro.
No,
that diet's on the routine, bro.
Nah.
Take the controller away from this person.
Nah, no diet sodas around my area, homie. Nah, we don't do nothing like that.
That's probably why your neck is nothing right now.
I got a neck. It is covered up the beard and hairs and all that.
Bro, that's not a beard. That's called death of strangulation. There's no airflow.
What? No.
There's no airflow, bro. You can't sit there and say.
I told you neck was
ridiculous, bitch. And you're short. Fuck you.
What kills me is the way he says the word bitch. That's the shit that kills me. Like, you dickless bitch. And
It's so savage.
Yo, it's beyond savage.
Oh, yeah.
This shit. You know what that shit deserves? That's done. That shit is looking. To this day, that's how you say the word bitch.
Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Let Deuce re-energize himself, try to get his neck game together.
No.
I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you a stranger.
I did really pop up in the spotlight. Oh, I make it hot. We spin with them llama sticks. Red dots. He got shot at his head done from a leg shot. Can't tryna beat him. He already shot. Already shooting. Brody brought the mob. Brody over stick. Person on the eye. Brody caught a hit. Swerving on the cop. He tryna run his speed racing. Brother got a kick spin till it land. He tryna run his speed racing. Brother got a kick shoot with double hand. Bitch, I can't click until I bitch jam. Tryna run, click the ball his man. They some trumps. All them niggas ran. Cause he starts to spray waving like a fan. Dogs be spinning over sand. Spinning through the land, switching up the plan. Told bro, fucker, we gon' pass through. If we see the cops, they won't stop us from spraying. Told Brody, don't chase some, let that boy roll with the pin. I got accuracy aiming. Hollows ain't hit him and rip through his neck. Watch how that shit rearrange him. I damn Trilly pop up in the spot. Like, oh, I make it hot. We spin with them llama sticks. Fred Dossie got shot at his head from a leg shot. Can't tryna beat him, he already shot. Already super Brody put the mob. Brody over stick, person on the eye. Brody caught a hit, swerving on the cops. He try to run his speed racing, the brother got a kick spin till it land. He try to run his speed racing.
Hey, homeboy, gather around. Some serious stuff gonna go down.
We interrupt to bring you a special Wrestle War 90 update. The cause of the injury to Sting from the cowardly ambush by the Horsemen, the NWA has ordered a World Heavyweight title defense match for Ric Flair against #1 contender Lex Luger. We now return you to your regularly scheduled broadcast.
It's pay-per-view excitement from THE. For more information, call your cable company. Wow.
When you have nausea, hyper, indigestion,
Before the slam, make sure you catch the fever.
Fever? Hulk Hogan has a fever.
It's a WWF special of epidemic proportion.
I've been reborn again. It's SummerSlam fever. It's gonna be out of hand.
The Ultimate Warrior and all the WWF superstars will be here.
Don't touch that dog.
When the temperature in the ring reaches the boiling point, you've got the fever. SummerSlam Fever, a WWF special on USA. Sunday at 8, 7 Central.
Oh, we back. We back. What happened, Mike?
I wasn't expecting you to make that noise. That's why.
I had to wake Duke so he was falling asleep. We'll be back with the second half of our program and stuff like that. Thank you to the fans that's still in this bitch for coming from all over the place, coming from Facebook, from YouTube, and especially on Twitter. So that's great appreciation for y'all. And big shout out to Focus Pro Wrestling. Me and Dukes will also be in the building for that this weekend on Saturday. So we're gonna be in the building for that. So definitely stay tuned for what we're gonna see our boy Tyree Taylor defending his World Heavyweight Championship Saturday night. So we're definitely looking forward to it. Big shout outs to Focus Pro. We'll definitely check you guys on Saturday. But speaking of which, Jesus, WWE cannot get their foot out their mouths yet again. Because what happens? Ronda Rousey is now taking her shot at WWE. Vince McMahon, Bruce Pritchard, John Laurinaitis, in her latest autobiography. She had a sit down with a talk show, in their talk show to display some of the madness and some of the content.
Some of the behind the scenes stuff.
Oh yeah, how much of an absolute shit show it is at the WWE, because I don't have, they can't hold a sword over my head and like hold me hostage with my own career, and I don't need anything from them, and I don't intend on going back, so I can actually say everything that I think and feel, where everybody else that is still held captive by their organization cannot.
Yes. So as you said in the first one, now that she's going to be very more vocal about her experiences back in WWE, how WWE.
That's why I like it better.
You really pull the curtain back in this when you talk about professional wrestling, specifically your time in WWE. Was there any hesitation about what you share, what went out there? I think people will be a little bit surprised by just how much you, lay it all out there.
I mean, the only thing that really held me back was the number of words I was allowed to have in this book. We were contractually held to 9,000 words, and I was going to talk so much more shit, especially about John Laurinaitis and Bruce Pritchard. But our editor said, you know, we had to like streamline everything and not take like a detour on like the fuck these old bastards quest. So, I mean, there was a lot more to it, but I had to basically get down to the meat and potatoes.
And the meat and potatoes she did, because she actually took her shot at Vince McMahon for the NXT switch up, for how the whole creative about Triple H, the whole 9 yards. So as she wrote, it's hard to sometimes know where the evil, unethical slimeball character of Vince McMahon played out for the cameras ends, and the actual questionable ethical many times sued and multiple times accused of sexual misconduct Vince McMahon begins. WWE pay-per-view events are held in major cities like New York, Los Angeles, and Philadelphia, as well as twice a year in Saudi Arabia, a nation that restricts the rights of women in a way that I'm certain Vince McMahon wishes he could. Ooh, that's very stable with that. WWE builds itself as a sports entertainment organization, and just like that, in the mainstream entertainment industry, there was, by all accounts, a casting couch culture where men would look at some of the Google Gaga back there with some of the women. Yeah, so she is real in depth when it comes to this. Her book is out everywhere now. For people that haven't bought yet or pre-sale it, go pick it up. I'm just very stubborn by a little bit of depth stuff. Who wants to take the floor?
Ronda's just trying to sell books. Like, is it her truth? Sure, it's her truth. But there's something very self-serving, very, well, I know those other girls had to do casting couch things, but I never had to because I'm in control of my life. I can do whatever I want to do. Like, okay, Ronda, we get it. You were famous before you came to WWE. We get it. You're famous after WWE, we get it, but like, I get it. John Laurinaitis, we all know John Laurinaitis is a piece of shit. He's Vince McMahon's number 2, so yeah, he's also a despicable human being. But like, you're also basically shitting on that women's locker room, saying that the only reason that they got airtime is because they were doing sexual favors for people, which is ridiculous. Like, you're just trying to sell books. Just say that you hated it. You hated being a professional wrestler because you don't have the heart for it and you're not very good at it. And just move on. Just say you were miserable and you was just collecting a check because you were miserable and you were just collecting a check. So that's like, that's it. Like, she's just trying to sell books. She's trying to use those very same people that she's shitting on to now sell books because they're more relevant than she is. So that's,
well, I'm gonna ask the audience. I know I just read some people's comments that they're very opinionated with Ronda Rousey's antics and actions and things that she said about the wrestling industry during her tenure there. I just want to get the audience perspective of who is right in this case, because some people in the audience would be like, Vince McMahon's the biggest piece of shit and scumbag. But in this case, because this woman is putting in the book the time that she's been in the company, and now people are starting to throw rocks at her because she's voicing her experience based on what she was there for. Minus the egotistical problem that she has. I can understand that, how some people may not like her and maybe not take this thing with a grain of salt. But if this is the beginning of the whole Vince McMahon sexual allegation misconduct storyline and how that other shit backstage can play out, imagine other wrestlers can come up with books and start stating their case and stuff like that, and then that's going to be used as evidence towards him. All right. So this book, as I'm looking at it, is going to be probably used in this case. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to say there's some truth to it, but you know how like the law is when it comes to this shit like that. Especially if you're a big name out there, they're gonna try to take your ass down fast. I know that for a fact. But how many times have we seen these rich old motherfuckers get away with such heinous crimes in their whole entire lifetime? I'm just saying.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I think both
right now, like so like for instance, like we had Diddy and shit like that. Diddy R. Kelly, but what about Mike Epstein? Mike Epstein, Harvey Weinstein. So many of these photographers in France that's taking pictures of these malls and shit like that happened in the 90s. You know what I mean? Like there's so much shit that went on behind the scenes that people just don't want to tap out to or into because of this person.
All right.
I totally believe in it, but I'm taking it with a grain of salt as well.
Okay, I'm gonna take my 2 cents. I'm gonna put my 2 cents in.
1, 2.
I see how you do me like that. All right, no bullshit. What coming on to Ronda Rousey is like, I'll make a complete comparison to someone that a lot of people know, but years back, George Karl. And we all know who George Karl is. He was an NBA head coach who actually came out with a autobiography book and how he diminished and trashed majority of all the NBA players that he actually coached. Some were true, some weren't. That's the same thing as any biography book that anybody that's a celebrity comes out with. There's gonna be somewhere that's gonna be actually true. There's some gonna be mending the truth. Now, when it comes down to Ronda Rousey's career as a wrestler, I'll say is somewhere okay, somewhere with mid. It's just her name. Her name value pushed everything. What comes down to it? The only thing I was sit there saying that dropped the ball with WWE or we didn't get to see that 4-on-4 matchup that we were supposed to be seeing. The 4 horsewomen versus other 4 horsewomen. MMA versus WWE. Now let's see who's gonna win that whole time matchup. We never really got to see that, and I think WWE dropped the ball on that because they had the opportunity to have all 4. Actually, all 4 was on the WWE roster at that time. Just never pulled the trigger. Now the only one who's still left is Shayna Baszler, and she's in the back doing shit while everyone else is already dipped. And if it was all about paycheck, then bravo, because you basically came out with the book after everybody was talking about Vince McMahon. Everybody was talking about John Laurinaitis. Everybody's putting the names out there, so that way at least it was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna talk about book
during the time period that these guys were actually in the company.
Yeah, but yet
it's better for you to say, okay, if she wasn't there for those years, she can't say shit.
But yet,
not sticking up for her, but I'm saying like if she was there during that time that Vince was there actively, Bruce Fisher was there actively, and John Laurinaitis was there actively, then she actually happened behind the scenes.
But yet, if it happens, it happens. But but like certain days, it could happen, or it could be like, all right, you know what? I sit there seeing a woman going to Vince McMahon's office. That doesn't mean it had to be something sexual.
Like, so every time when your girlfriend comes to see you, right? Well, if you actually have one, do you really have sex every time? That's right. Guilty as charged.
Oh, it's like
guilty as charged, folks.
Oh, damn.
Call it out. What my shirt says, I'm aiming to kill.
Damn. Y'all trying to me out there. I see how you doing me now.
What? You necklace wonder?
But also, like, on Ronda is more so of just she trying to play the smart way of just giving her name popularity, her name status, just to get people to buy the books. Now her time in wrestling, let's see if everything comes out, because it's only her that right now that she talk about Vince McMahon, she talk about John Laurinaitis. Let's see if we get the Bellas. Let's say we get, like, let's say AJ Lee. Let's see we get someone other than her to that comes forth and say the same exact claims that she said with actual accuracy. That's all I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, that's all it is with Clown Dar.
Ooh, the Baconator himself. You muted, bro. Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah, Ronda, shut the fuck up. Okay? Please. You miss me with this whole bullshit. Okay? This shit. Okay, I'm just gonna cut to the chase. Y'all not gonna like what I'm gonna say. I personally don't give a fuck. I've been trying to be quiet, and I really wasn't trying to go off, but I'm gonna go off on this bitch.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
First of all, let's get one thing straight. Regardless of what
Warning. The following scene contains language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
Regardless of whether you was there to tell him shit, I did. First of all, any rights to self-respect man doesn't agree to any type of harassment or sexual assault or whatever. But let's keep it real. In this day and age, in the past 20 years, when it comes to business, casting couches calls been enhanced. And you're a woman. You're attractive to some, to others, you're just a manly beauty. Okay? And with that being said, you're known for your mixed martial arts. Okay? You made a career in UFC until you lost. And then all of a sudden you couldn't take that out. And that became a problem for you. So instead of you, in retrospect, you toughened the fuck up or woman up, you hightailed your ass and left and came to the WWE. In your time at the WWE, you just could not get your moves together. It looked like you was carrying sandbags and tossing paperweights and still could not sell a hit, a lick, or nothing. But you were what, 3-time champ, one-time tag team champ, but you won the Royal Rumble, I think, or some shit like that. Cool. Do we know how you got to the WWE? Did you, man? I mean, what'd you do with Johnny? You know, what happened with Bruce? Okay, we can make all these speculations. We can say whatever. One thing I am going to agree with what Big Mike said. You're selling books and you're selling stories. Now, I will say this. I don't condone sexual assaults, or AKA SAs. If we got people in here who are so, like, hard on terminology, fuck off. You have to understand that this is a time and age where do you really want to put yourself in this situation? Because I'm going to be honest with you, if you was a kick-ass machine, ain't no self-respecting woman's going to stay that long in a business for a fucking paycheck. When this is their integrity and their livelihood, when they got to go home, look at their husband who's also a fighter. So are we reaching for some shit, or are we really trying to tell the truth? Like, I give people leeway, but when I look at your life, you got a man who's known for fighting. And you mean to tell me we never heard of your husband trying to wild out on anybody in the WWE? And you're selflessly disrespecting John Laurinaitis, even though he is a douche, and Bruce Prichard, who we all know is a fucking District Man stooge. Cool. But any self-respecting man, regardless of whether his woman, wife, or whatever, can carry herself, he's going to protect her. We would have heard situations where your husband would have went off. So my question to you is, what's the real truth? Are you in financial situations, or just is this another way for you to stay relevant? The reason why we're not going to hear some of these Hall of Famers is because the fact that they don't want to tarnish their legacy and ruin their legacy. Can you imagine if some of these people that came out that were legends said anything, their shit would be wiped from WWE?
Nada!
They'll give them the respect, but what state is that going to leave them? All that hard work over someone else's fucking disgustingness. Vince McMahon is getting what he deserved. Let it be. The real truth is going to come out. This is just a start. Ronda, go put your books on Walmart, Amazon, audio is cool. If you got to say what you got to say, stop drawing it out. You're a subpar actress. You're okay in the sports round, but get it together. Okay, we all know what you're doing. We don't condone this shit against women and fucking them up and all that other shit. That's what wrestling's for, and lingerie football league. Okay, we get it. Other than that, chill the fuck out. Okay, it's just stupid. It's dumb. Go sell your book. Shut your mouth. Know your role. Stay in your lane.
Yikes. Phattz, she's killable. Yeah, I can't say half as well. Whatever that, I gotta say, take this thing with a grain of salt because you never know what can be used in this juncture. With with the SA charges and everything like that on all three men, and potentially more that could come out if they find more evidence in this. But you know how some of these things can be turned into evidence. Take that thing with a grain of salt too. But yeah, I do agree. To a certain extent, I can't go all the way through with sticking up for the WWE side of things because they've been known for dirtying up some shit and this is just one of the many things that they can't afford to lose when it comes to the situation. Who was at the helm? The guy that bought the company from his father and his business partners. So I can understand way back in the day, all more shit probably service he fucked about and swept under the rug. And this is one of many countless tales that the wrestling industry has to go back and forth and debate about. Now, the Ronda Rousey situation is everyone still hates her because she basically cut that promo, basically dropping in the F-bomb, kayfabe and everything else, stuff like that, which I totally get and I understand. How many other outsiders have said to our faces, wrestling is fake, in front of our faces, and I didn't have to smack one of them the other day. So trust me on that. So I know what that feels like. But to completely sabotage and disrespect the employers that pays you 6 figures, 7 figures, that you can have a comfortable living and you got to go around and you barely even working. You're probably doing promo work, shoots, interviews and shit like that, and then you're having some matches and then you go off to the races. That's it. So for people that's like, don't bite the hand that feeds you, that's the part that gets me. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Because in that type of situation now, they ain't going to want your ass back. Especially if they did open up the books like a little bit later. Like, I look at WWE like a mafia, right? Once you be on bad terms with them, you're on the outskirts. Now you're on your own. You gotta move forward. You gotta be able to do your path and shit like that. And like whatever. That's why she ended up going into the independent wrestling scene and teaming up with Marina Shafir and that whole shtick and shit like that they did in Defy Wrestling, I believe. But ever since then, she's been just doing the motherly duty. So at some point down the line, she's gonna have to need another job. So what's she gonna do later? She can't go back to UFC now. To AO Group, and you know who that boss is. Doesn't want her to fall back. Can't go back to can't go back to WWE because you're bringing down with this book. The only other company in town that just might take your ass up is AEW, and we all know how the AEW fans feel about y'all. There is no way around this. She can't be in the wrestling industry if this is what the fuck she feels about the industry itself. Not any company is going to take her seriously unless she gets in good, or they utilize her, and they might just bleed. I mean, they might just bleed the company dry because she goes into the indies. Oh, forget all that. She's bleeding these accounts dry for her paper. No one's getting paid, but her. You know what I'm saying? So that's not a good. So that's not a good look for the industry itself. Shit. I'm gonna ask y'all. I'm gonna ask y'all a serious question. Who would y'all take? Ronda Rousey or Tessa Blanchard?
Tessa.
Really?
I'm gonna take Tessa.
Wait. You take a person that said a racial remark about black people, but yet you're gonna take a person that basically shitted on the wrestling industry?
Okay. Now here's the thing. Now,
dude, if I would say something about your Samoa heritage, and you know, Samoans are technically black.
Now here's what I wanted to say. Now, do we all love Hulk Hogan?
I want to hear this.
No, I'll point this. Now, do we all love Hulk Hogan? Am I right?
If someone would ever disrespect my race, I'm slapping the dog shit out of you. If you disrespect a sport, that's something that I can't. That's something that I can't control.
No, like I said, do we all love Hulk Hogan?
At one point, now I'm not so sure anymore.
Before the whole, before sleeping with his best friend's wife, the racial thing, and all the creative booking, and all of this shit that y'all want to throw into the mix when it comes to him.
But here's what I'm going to sit there and say. Now, Hulk Hogan has to say.
I'm gonna ask the audience again. Would y'all choose Ronda Rousey or Tessa Blanchard? And you know why I said Tessa Blanchard, because of the racial remark and all of this shit that she did, trying to do the whole creative control thing. But look what Ronda Rousey did in WWE, the same goddamn thing, almost minus the racial part. That's it. What did you look at it? It says she was in a company that was highly being pushed to another direction compared to where Tessa Blanchard was at, in another case where she was the best wrestler on that roster. It's just she was too big for her britches.
Now we rather want a wrestler that can shoot, that can do everything, and just have.
I want a woman that can actually fucking wrestle. How about that? I would take wrestling too. But if you're still in that 1950s, 60s fucking mindset and shit like that about, you know, separation and segregation and shit like that, I'm slapping the dog shit out of you. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are.
In this ridiculous situation that you've given us, BlackHart,
yeah,
I would go with Ronda, because at the end of the day, I mean, I can get over what Ronda said. Like, that's, you know, to each your own. Look at the guy who's running for president. Like, you can get over saying stupid shit like that. Like, and at the end of the day, she's a star. So, like,
now the reason why I said this whole comparison, Mike, is to try to get you guys to understand what one person was trying to do compared to what the other person was trying to do.
Oh, I know what they were both trying to do.
One way more intensively compared to what some marks, as Warren would say, smart marks would get pissed off because you said the F word about a sport. Yeah. That's like me saying basketball is rigged, basketball is fixed, because we already know why the hell the referees are not calling these fouls for certain teams.
It will be a lot harder, as crazy as this sounds. It would be a lot harder to get wrestling fans to get behind Ronda than it would be for Tessa. As crazy as that sounds. But
you said that she would choose Ronda over Tessa, the lesser other two.
But at the same time, Ronda's going to bring in more. Ronda's a bigger star. Ronda will bring in more money. So even though it'll be hard for me to get the fans to get back behind her, that's fine. You can always flip that. You can just make her a heel and get her heel heat for that.
Okay.
If people do their research and see what Tessa said, like, it's going to be very awkward, because you got to not only...
people, y'all got to pick.
You got to get the locker room
Ronda
behind
or Tessa. Y'all cannot just be like, I'm not going to pick neither.
You got to get the locker room behind. Oh, cool with Tessa too. Like, you can't just bring her in there. Like, the locker room got to sign off on that too. So, like, it's just a lot. It's a lot with that girl comes with a lot of baggage. She's a great wrestler. She's a great wrestler.
But she brings a lot of baggage. But meanwhile,
I wouldn't touch her
a
with
person
a
that really
20-foot
doesn't even
pole.
like to do wrestling, and somehow
Right.
she shit on the same company that y'all talk about.
You take a look at it like,
And that bitch can't barely even wrestle her damn self. She got to be carried throughout a match.
Well, if you take a look at the only place that honestly that Tessa can actually
I know what's going through it.
I'll say is if Tessa decides to go back to wrestling, and let's say someone actually gave her a shot, it might have to be AEW, because TNA can't give her a shot because what the relationship that she had. On top of that, I think her ex-husband is still over there. Dagger.
Is he or she? Whatever. Is he bi? Something like that?
I think he's still. I think Dagger's still there, or TNA. She can't go to WWE because the relationship that she had with Ricochet.
It's not gonna do anything.
Yo, it was bad. It was bad.
Hello, Matt Hardy and Edge was also on the same fucking brand, dealing with the same broad too. What you talking about? They had to get over it.
Nah, but the only crazy part was during that time span, it was kind of bad. But I think like that got her released.
This McMahon had to do the right thing when it came to the Matt Hardy and Edge thing, and still kept them on the same goddamn brand and had the little 2 matches, and then they went on their separate things for the betterment of the business and for the betterment of the rivalry itself, because that's how the whole shit evolved the way that it did anyway. I don't know. It just depended on like who, as Binky said, which lesser evil would you go with? You want to sell half your soul, or do you want to sell your whole soul? But either way, you're still doing something because you're already getting into it. So for someone that's been into that company for 3 years that she been into the company before she left, you got 3 years worth of shit to talk about. Anything could be brought up in any one of these books, and then like I said, they could use this shit in court. Different situation and shit.
Like I said, like if it was like someone like, let's say the Bellas, or I don't know, Natalia, or hell, even Alicia Fox, someone that actually been in the industry for over some plus years. If there was dumbsitter saying something like that, then I'll probably be like, okay, let me put my ear and actually listen to what they actually say. Now, when it comes down to Ronda, come on, short period of time. It's just stupid. Now, it's just like legit some dumbass shit that you just want to put your name out there so that we find ways for people to get your book, knowing that it's actually going to be on Walmart for like $5.99.
Barnes and Noble bookstores, bookstores are still open, but they're slowly dying too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Amazon. You can still buy books anywhere. It's just you guys just think about it. It's not what it used to be anymore. 15 years prior.
No,
you can even buy auto books now. Shit, fuck buying the book. Just buy. Just buy the the MP3 file. Just listen to it. You're done. But things have, but things have changed. Take it with a grain of salt when it comes to this case. I know some people will go with the lesser evil than what it is, but still, evil is still evil. The same way how on BlackHart Angels yesterday, they was talking about technically a specific win or whatever, blah, blah, blah. No, an L's an L. You take your L like a man or a woman and move the fuck on. And that's it. So shout out to Terry. For that terrible take yesterday.
I have a question because I never gave my
Wait, did you?
Oh, you did?
No,
I
never did.
I could have sworn he did.
I thought he did too.
I was quiet.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you good. You good. So I have a few questions. What's Ricochet's nationality?
Black.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the ex-husband that's on TNA's nationality?
Mexican.
Okay. What's Tessa Blitz's? What's her nationality?
She's mixed with
obviously
Italian.
She's mixed, right?
Yeah, like I know what? Yeah, I think white Italian or some shit like that.
Okay.
Irish, I don't know.
All right. So
I don't want to disrespect. I don't know.
Okay, so we'll just say she's white. Just whatever compilation of Italian, whatever, she's white. So you got a white, a Mexican, and a black. It's a deadly combination, right? So you got the Black Panther, the cartel, and the mafia. Okay? Now, I'm a little person. And what I see here, she got two females who basically need black dick. Plain and simple. You can take it however the fuck you want to take it. Let's just keep it simple. Tessa Blanchard had two niggas that fucked the shit out of her. She went back shit crazy. You can't maintain them, so you're going to talk shit about them. It is what it is. You got fucked literally, and then you fucked yourself. Okay? Ronda Rousey, just take one for the team. Maybe a calm down, so maybe you might have some swagger after all. Okay? I ain't so tired of hearing dumb shit. Listen, here's how I deal with racism.
Oh, wait a minute, Uncle Phattz. Sorry for me to interrupt you, bro, but so it's not.
I ding dong hello!
When Captain America throws his mighty shield, all those who chose to oppose his shield must yield. It is led to a fight and a duel is due, then the red and the white and the blue will come through when Captain America throws his mighty shield.
Yeah. Yo, where did you find that? That's an entrance.
I don't even need
there.
this after that nice little video.
That's an entrance right there.
Now, I will say this. My brother Warren, welcome to
Charlie Hall
family, right?
Our Captain America.
You are now officially the king of CP Town, my brother. You have taken the full responsibility of what it is, no disrespect, to be on Negro time. You have far exceeded beyond expectations and still have a job. You know what I'm saying? You are the fucking man.
Well, the funny thing is, I literally got off of one job, if that helps.
Oh, so who's that there? You got 13 jobs. That family on in Living Color.
Jesus Christ! How do you even let that happen?
So you got 12 jobs.
Hey, that's funny. That's funny. Hey, y'all still on this Ronda Rousey rant?
Yeah, I was finishing up, if you don't mind.
Well, we was about to finish, but then Uncle Phattz didn't get his turn in, so we ended up going back to him.
I knew it.
I seen the elevator extended. I was like, yo, what the hell did that happen? Oh, shit. And I seen that he was down there.
Okay, so
I ain't gonna lie. I did not expect that intro.
It's awesome. It's amazing.
Big shout out to Brian Beeline ENT.
What's up, B?
What's up, B?
What's good, man?
Yo, so pretty much here's my thing, man. She got fucked by two niggas.
Whoa.
And then she fucked herself
I walked into this.
Whoa.
I walked into this.
No.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Something ain't right.
Damn.
Listen,
We're talking about Ronda?
No, we talking about the almighty Tessa. Okay?
How do we get from Ronda to Tessa?
Because they were combined by the question that he had asked.
I asked them, who would you pick out of the lesser evils, Ronda Rousey or Tessa Blanchard? And that's how we go. And that's
you would take Tessa?
You dickless bitch.
Dickless bitch. And you're short. Fuck you.
Let me say this. Let me say this real quick so I can hear what
Ronda's
all right?
evil.
So by saying this, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm a person who thinks literally, and no disrespect, I think of myself as a man. And as a man, I know what I'm willing to tolerate from a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, if you're gonna say some disrespectful shit like that, that's cool. Just make sure when I put that dick in your mouth, you say you keep that same fucking energy. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about the racist shit that you think of. If you listen, we all say some ignorant shit. I don't give two flying fucks. listen, action speaks louder than words. Okay, at the end of the day, you suck as a fucking wrestler, but you probably give bomb head. Okay, so at the end of the day, I could care less what kind of ignorant racist shit that comes out of your fucking mouth. Okay, if you can pop it and keep looking like that until you reach your 40s and 50s, guess what? I'm gonna be your best friend. There are a lot of racist people that still get fucked by Negroes daily. So at the end of the day, what makes the difference? The only difference is I would pick Ronda because she started. She built a career in UFC and then switched over, so she brings in seats regardless of how poor and stupid she is as a fucking wrestler. So money making wise, unless you're willing to actually get your shit together, I'm going with the money maker just based off of notoriety. Other than that, just bend over and clap them cheeks. Shang, shang, shang. I don't give a fuck. Told you motherfuckers to get your popcorn ready, bitches.
And there is your Baconator special.
Bruh.
Oh, man. All right.
What's that for? I just like the way that sounds.
So are we talking about the Tessa thing, or are we?
No, just talk
about
about the
Ronda.
Ronda. No, just talk about the Ronda, Barry, and WWE Vince, John Laurinaitis.
Well, that's just a money grab. I mean, I've said it countless times. You know how you get a dark side of the ring, you find the most bitterest wrestler as you can, what time of the day there is, and let them dish out whatever they want. I think the thing about Ronda, supposedly burying WWE, I think it's just the fact that you could just tell her controlling in that environment kind of died out after that WrestleMania appearance that she had. But I mean, I don't know what else to really say about it. I mean, Ronda came back. I mean, she did a whole advertisement on social media. It's like wrestling your damn pillow and shit like that. So obviously she enjoyed it to what it was. It's just, I guess she didn't like the last run she had. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. I feel bad I didn't come through the AEW rant. But I'm here. My bad, guys. Mike, I was ready to tag with you on that.
Well, if you want to quickly go through your rant real quick.
But no, I do have a question. I want to know though. So
no, go ahead. Go ahead, Warren.
You said you would take Tessa over Ronda. Do you think it would be easier to get her over with the fans, or because I feel like if the stuff that's reported that she said is true about black women, how are you going to bring her in that locker room? There's nothing but minority women in the WWE locker room. So like
sensitivity
training. But you also got to think. How does that work? Man. I mean, the biggest thing, and this is something I've learned in wrestling too, man, and it's just that noise. But they're gonna still, if it's makes a noise radar or whatever. Look at certain wrestlers. They still hire to this day on the independents, and literally knowing they have the most worst reputation. Chase Aaron. Yeah. He's got a documentary on fucking Peacock and still running a training school training kids when he's a sexual predator. Yeah, I said it.
Hold on, what's his name?
Maurice Gross.
Chance Raisin.
His name is Chance what?
Raisin.
You're a bitch.
Calling me fat water rat, go and scratch your hairy back, skinny legs and smelly crack. You look like a quarterback.
Dickless bitch. And you're short. Fuck you.
You're
your weak ass out my face.
New target.
We was cooking up.
I got a new target.
The biggest thing is, I've seen countless people that have bad reputations still get booked on signings, booked on shows, predators, all that shit. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Would you have someone that literally could work a broomstick, or would you have Ronda Rousey that literally is just bringing bad negativity in the whole environment?
That's crazy. This man started catching all types of L.
I told you they need that dick.
I don't
mean,
know.
Ronda.
She's still gonna bring eyeballs, like the drama.
I mean, I liked what Ronda did in WWE. I'm gonna be honest with you, because honestly, my respect is someone that can get in the ring, do these things, take the bumps, do all that shit. Ronda bumped her ass off in these matches. It don't matter if her showcasing wasn't what it was. She lacked on that part, but she literally, it was just depending on the people who would go in there with her.
Secondly, I got a question. Who the fuck would really look at Ronda Rousey as sexually attractive enough to get in the bed with her?
The man that she's married to.
I was say clearly there's one.
Listen, I don't know who
made a baby in her.
Listen,
I don't know what eyeballs that y'all have.
There was someone out there for everyone, right? Let's just keep it real. There was someone out there for everyone, but people are picky when it comes to who they want to be with.
I wholeheartedly agree to that.
Here's my whole situation with this whole thing.
There's someone out there for Dukes. There's someone out there for everyone.
Right. So here's my whole situation. We're talking about a professional. We're talking about a professional wrestler.
Oh man!
If you get a job, right, and I'm gonna say this. Anybody right here can say I'm right or wrong. If you go to a job, this is your first day on the job, and you see that there's sexual harassment, there's racism, there's all type of bigotry and some bullshit going on right in your face. Are you going to stay there because the money's good? Or are you going to leave with your head high and get another job?
That depends on how big your pride is.
Okay.
I mean, well, realistically.
But you also got to think of this scenario, family. If it's a family man or something like that, you have to probably deal with that.
But realistically, if the money is right there, of course.
I'm saying as a woman, in Ronda's situation, you have a man that's known for being a fighter. Okay? Any woman that has a man that's willing to go ape shit, and you're shitting on two guys, Bruce.
Oh yeah, that's also her husband was in bad news with the locker room repetitively. So yeah.
Yes, Courtney, he does, unfortunately.
So I mean, at the end of the day, my thing is, if that wasn't being publicized as a way for him protecting her,
on Dukes today, man.
Then my thing is why are you doing this? Doing this tell all when all these allegations have now hit the waves?
Because that's what I'm like. She's selling.
I think that's also. This is what also I'm saying. Like when you got those negative money grabs, her selling that book right now is at a perfect time because this shit's still in the cooking up all the time. So it doesn't matter if it's true or not. You're gonna believe it because you already got all this other stuff dished out to the thing.
Right. It's on your Google feed. As soon as you go on Google, it pops up.
Yep.
John Laurinaitis carried Ronda Rousey through her wrestling career. I mean, honestly, John Laurinaitis actually helped book her whole stamina, shit when she was undefeated and shit.
So let me ask you this: when he carried her, did he carry her or did he carry her with his finger in her ass?
Oh Lord!
Because you see, kind of hell bent on some shit.
I don't know. I don't know if Ronda liked people power or not.
I don't know.
She didn't let the people dick try to wiggle all over her fucking face.
This wasn't some weak ass training lessons either.
Oh, it's power in the penis, bro. I'm just saying.
Some of these women just need to start wearing like little body cameras. Start wearing little body cameras and start doing that shit. Do what the cops do. Use the body cameras and
they got the money.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, my question is,
like that, then boom.
My question is, does she want happiness or happiness?
And this wasn't some weak ass training lessons either.
I don't necessarily think Ronda needs money. She
don't need money.
Jesus Christ! How do you even let that happen?
Emotional, damn it!
I think it's just to sell the book.
I
guarantee it's like a small snippet about what they're talking about.
She don't need the money. She's good on money. That's why she feels she can talk any type of way. Because she's good with money.
That's why I was so hesitant to bring UFC guys into WWE because they laugh at this sport. But they're bringing themselves into there because of like, oh, you know, hey, what did Ronda do? She went to WWE after losing her fight. She literally had no more creativity to do anything with UFC, so she went to WWE, got reestablished in wrestling, and then all of a sudden, oh, this ain't what I want.
Why do you think there's one UFC fight that never got to WWE yet that's still been talked about? That's Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor's hosting WrestleMania.
Well, I'm gonna answer that question for you, Dukes, because reality will set in once you see Conor in the ring. Conor is like 5'10", 150. Well, I mean, I know he's on.
He's going against Rey
steroids now. I know he's on steroids now.
No. I've seen this man I've seen him personally. This dude's 5'6".
He's a little dude.
He's going
you don't like bumping already.
He's going in. He's going to fight Dom for the North American Championship, and then he's going to go against Rey Mysterio, and it's going to be a shit show.
I want you guys to really think about.
I'll pick him over Darby Allin.
Size is Darby Allin. He's the same size, so he can talk great on the mic and do all of that. But if he literally stands in the ring next to Roman Reigns, he's going to look like a child.
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
I'll say this right here. My thing is, okay, so all jokes aside with that Ronda shit, let's just make it simple. If you watch her emotions,
he's gonna be the guest host.
If you watch her emotions just as a way to sell her acting career. She's just praying and hoping that Sylvester Stallone is still alive to do another Expendable so that she can be a part of it, and then she can still continue to make money or be hired in some other shit, because this shit's some bullshit.
It is.
These funky ass tell-all books of what? Perfect timing in my ass. You knew what the fuck you was doing, and like I said, if the shit was
sports athletes,
anybody knows in their right mind as a man in a profession, we all can say that we've been in workplaces where dudes and women have said the most raunchiest, like disrespectful shit where all hell should have
BlackHart.
been used.
He said he cheated the Jaguars. Just saying, it's in here. It's in here, so it's got to be true, right? It's in there, so it's got to be true, right? Because it's
You're
in the
really
book.
gonna believe that? You really gonna believe that? Wow.
Oh, who done? Oh, don't.
Wow, that's like basically saying the referee sabotaged the last two Super Bowls for Kansas City.
Duh.
Same thing with the NBA refs until he.
I'm gonna write a book and I'm gonna let everybody believe me.
Oh shit!
You keep talking, man, and you shut the fuck up.
That's about as believable. Every other thing, hey, just because it comes from somebody's word of the mouth, it's got to be true. It's got to be true.
It's got to be true.
No, I think Black Los Angeles they had something just like that yesterday, and yeah, go watch that. I mean,
breaking news.
More about that, but Warren
Ronda's bitter, getting money. It's got to be true because I said it.
Oh shit! Who's robbing from the church?
If you ain't got that blue check next to your name, then you are irrelevant.
Shit.
Damn. Well, Warren, since you
I'm
are
blue
here,
check approved.
This last topic actually belongs to you. And Big Mike got to get out of here soon. So,
okay, WCW.
Is the workhorse era better than the attitude era? According to me and Warren and Deuce, had a little conversation in the back, and we'll bring it to the forum. So we're gonna ask you guys, the fans, and you guys that's in the group, as a superstar comparison. Stone Cold Steve Austin is the Rock. I don't know why his story. I don't know why Warren's already talking about this, but this is his storytelling then versus now. The storytelling comparison one by one. As you can see, everything comes into fruition. The social media has been growing. 1 billion social media followers.
That's based on the differences.
Since the infamy of social media.
That's based off the fight, basically, because obviously now this era is so astounded by the social media. Attitude Era, you only knew about it being on WWE.com and on cable television. So I think, popularity wise, it's about damn near as good as it was back then, in my opinion. Storytelling cannot even compare to it right now. The storytelling that they've got with the bloodline, they've got with all these superstars, and some of the stories that they have had continuous on that ESPN is following at the same times. I mean, it's got a good debate, man. It's got a good debate. Obviously, Attitude Era is known off their characters, known off the wrestlers.
Let Mike go first.
Go ahead, Mike.
So if you're asking me the totality of it, I would say now is better. The storytelling is better. Like you've heard me say, I told you this, Warren. We're literally watching the greatest storyline in wrestling history right now in real time. We're watching the best storyline ever. The storylines are better. The athletes are better. The matches are, I would say that the matches are probably a push. They're close. There's some that are great now. Some stand the test of time, some don't. I would say the Attitude Era was a deeper roster, though, because top to bottom, there's just so much talent on the Attitude Era. Like, it was just this Hall of Famers everywhere, up and down through the Attitude Era. So time will tell if this era has that many, and it will look back and be like, man, that roster was loaded. Like we do now when we look back at the Attitude Era, we're just like, man, Edge, Chris, like we're looking at the mid-level guys were Hall of Famers. Edge, Christian, Eddie Guerrero, Godfather, like these guys are all Hall of Famers. These guys are all Hall of Famers.
His name can go together.
Mark Henry was a mid-carder. Like, these guys were all Hall of Famers that were on the mid-card. So, from that perspective, I think the Attitude Era wins that. But the storytelling, the athletes, the stuff that they do in the ring now is better. But, boy, I tell you, the street fights and the hardcore stuff, the stuff, there was less limitations then than there are now. So the guys really got to be creative and do what they wanted to do back then and just think outside the box. So it's push to tell. If you ask me, like, gun to my head, pick one, I would pick this era now. But it's very close because it's just give and tell. And the Attitude Era has nostalgia, so it's close. It's very, very close. But I mean, I'll take either one.
Gotta pick one, Mike. You don't need a blank bullet. What you got?
I would take now then. I would take
okay.
You would take now?
I would take now.
Dude went on full rant on the messenger, so I'm just waiting to see what he says.
For one, that's Workhard Era 1, Attitude Era 0. And on that note, Big Mike, your OTTR champion, has to dip set on out of here.
Yes, I will see you guys.
All right, buddy.
Next week is I don't know if we're doing a show, but
Easter.
I won't be here because of religious stuff. So I won't be here next Sunday, which means the next time you see me, guys, I'll be on the road to WrestleMania defending my title against Shar.
It's never going to be WrestleMania.
Oh, don't worry.
It'll be a week.
They'll see me again before Mania. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. They'll see me again.
Once we do a special, we got.
But I just want to leave y'all with this. Just remember one thing, and Warren, I hope for your sake you don't hear from me on WrestleMania weekend. Hopefully, for your sake you don't hear from me. But just remember, death, taxes, Mike wins at WrestleMania. Just remember that. If anything else in this world, death, taxes, Mike wins WrestleMania.
Mike, very glad I got here late. All right, you going for that title?
And Warren, just so you know, I said that Okada match sucked.
Acknowledge us.
Well, I'd get it canceled. I would get us canceled.
And your champion's out of here. That's his take. So 1-0. So who wants to go next?
I'll go.
It's not recorded this time, Dukes.
You know what? I'm gonna say is this. Let's go to the Attitude Era, hands down. Now I understand what Big Mike was saying. The storyline is basically carried by one storyline that's dealing with the bloodline. Now, when it came to the work rate, I probably bet that work rate era probably kicked in was probably the time when Cody came back at WrestleMania. Now let's take a look at Attitude Era. Now Attitude Era versus current era. Attitude Era had to go against a big juggernaut of WCW at the time when WCW was at the peak of its highest. When they had the NWO running rock shot, when they had Sting like doing his thing, DDP, mostly Harlem Heat, Steiner Brothers over in WCW. Now WWE, during that time of Attitude Era, they had to work with Stone Cold, Rock, Undertaker, those mid-card level tier wrestlers like The Rock and Triple H. They never really thought would be up top of the main card, having pushed to the main card. And this was what after Shawn Michaels got hurt in '98 was his back. Now, from that alone, and work with that storyline with the Stone Cold and McMahon for all those years, and there's storylines after storylines from and around it, bringing multiple wrestlers in. You get multiple great matches that you'll probably be like, you know what? No one can't sit and say that's not a great match. You'll probably like, damn, I want to see this match over and over again. Now, for the work rate era, you probably get the only great matches you probably sit there and see is probably WrestleMania time. But other matches prior to that, you'll probably be like, really? If it's not dealing with the bloodline shit, do I really want to see this shit? No. Attitude Era, if it's not dealing with, if everything is dealing with Stone Cold and McMahon, I probably will still watch it because there's not nobody, and I mean nobody will sit there and be like, yo, there's 2 words for you, and everybody knows what I'm talking about.
You suck.
Then on top of that,
you shut your mouth right now, boy.
Then on top of that, it was
That's
just
the 2 words. Wake your ass up.
And now on top of that, you take a look at the Attitude Era as well. Certain storylines and also certain things that took place, you be like, damn, I want to know what happens. So you had to wait till next week just to find out what actually happens within those type of wrestlers.
To this day, I don't know.
Made Mankind. Attitude Era made Godfather. It made Jeff Jarrett. It made other known wrestlers that need to be pushed and elevated. What other than anyone that's around the bloodline right now, who actually made?
Seth, Cody.
Seth and Cody was
Randy.
already made before that storyline.
I mean, if we're gonna go with, I guess LA Knight, AJ Styles.
But AJ Styles was already made. So it's not.
I will say this: the women's division is more better than what the Attitude Era was.
Mm-hmm.
That one definitely takes the big one off of that.
Yes, granted on that, but back then, women wrestlers was carried by who? Only Sable and Jacqueline. Then later on, you'll probably get Ivory. You'll get an Ivory. You get what? Victoria.
Victoria wasn't in there yet.
No, but my bad. Ivory was around.
Ivory, Luna
as well. But
Sonny.
Sonny
was the original.
Hold up, did Sonny wrestle?
No.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Sonny's never wrestled.
No, it was
Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Sonny was more valet.
Golden era.
Yeah, Stone Cold's wife.
Deborah,
valet.
She did wrestle.
Yes,
a little bit, but there was more.
What? And
but the Attitude Era was more of.
Just don't count.
But I'll
We
say
didn't
like Attitude
complain.
Era was more based on Braun Penis matches. But for that only, it was. But you had only a certain few wrestlers that were women, and there's only two of them. Three: Luna, Jacqueline, and Ivory. Those three. Most everybody else was Braun Penis. But yet during that time span, every guy was in it watching it and loving it.
Would Trish be considered on the Attitude Era?
And China,
Yes.
China came towards the China and Lita came towards the end of the Attitude Era.
Wait. So Uncle Fast, do you agree?
Fucking yeah. But not that bullshit that Dukes is saying.
Oh, fuck you.
Era and one for the work rate era.
Okay. Now, can I say my quick little my little shit?
Sure.
Okay.
So right now, the Attitude Era is in the lead 2-1.
Okay, so let me say this: we all are a fan of sports outside of wrestling, correct? Okay, so let me ask you this: we all watch basketball, right? Right. We're all around the same age. So when we was growing up, who was the most dominant player in basketball?
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, right? When we was growing up, who's the most dominant player in wrestling?
Hulk Hogan.
It's Hulk Hogan, right? Now, with that being said, even though Hulk Hogan was that up and coming guy, there were other legends around him. Andre the Giant. You had Mr. Wonderful, Paul Andorf, Roddy Piper.
I think you're getting the eras confused. I think the thing was between the Attitude Era, which is basically 97 to 2001.
I understand that. This is part of what I'm stating.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. So hear me out. So we're looking at two eras where you had Hulk Hogan, who came in just like Jordan and took over the game, holding the championship for a long period of time, 2 3-peats. Okay. We've seen the coming of age where the torch has been passed. Okay. Leading into the later years, okay, of his career, when Jordan could have stopped, but he chose to still kind of play and still give us some wow factors as owner/player with the Wizards. Now, with that being said, who were the superstars at that time? You had Kobe, you had Shaq, you had Tim Duncan, you had Iverson. Now,
get you back, baby.
So now let's look at wrestling at that time. Even Hogan had left and went to WCW and turned heel, created NWO. But on the WWE side, we had guys of Stone Cold. We had Triple H. We had The Rock. We had Undertaker.
Jericho.
We had
Kane.
We had, I'm saying before Kane.
Oh,
Mankind.
So you think Bret Hart.
Right. We had all these guys that were taking that path and elevating the game. You know what I'm saying? And along the way, this is where more guys started coming in, just like in the NBA. Now Jordan's done, right? So now we got Kobe, we got Shaq. They're in their prime. Boom, boom, boom. They're taking this game of basketball, and they're just through the roof. Okay? Same thing like how the Attitude Era was. We went from a golden age to an era where it was not only expressive, but it hit home and it made an impact. There was not a day that went by that us as fans were literally trying to put somebody in the sharpshooter, try to give somebody a torture rack, try to give somebody a backbreaker, a 5-star frog splash. We tried to give motherfuckers the tombstone, the stunner, the rock bottom,
choke slam,
the choke slam, the pedigree. What's the other? The mandible claw. The cranium crusher.
The claw.
The claw. What was the other one? The DDT. The ravishing Rick Rude. We have taken so much of our frustration out on others to the point where they had to make it a public announcement. Please don't try this at home. Because you had people who literally hated their boss and really wanted to fuck their boss up. And at that time, guys like Stone Cold that can relate now has something that they can rant and rave behind. Okay? Now, just like in basketball, after Jordan left, we're like, okay, well, who's taking the torch? Anybody takes the torch. Everybody said Kobe was the coming of Jordan. He's Jordan-esque. You know what I'm saying? But he had help. Just like we look at the Attitude Era. We had Austin, but Austin had Triple H, The Rock, Undertaker, Kurt Angle, Jericho. You had the McMahons. You had the storylines. I mean, you had so many factors that came in. DX. You had was Terry Funk and Cactus Jack, Mankind, Dude Love. You had all these different variables that literally kind of played into our memory that kept us entertained. And the storylines behind those is what made it classic. Look at Rikishi. You know what I'm saying? Going to his sons to see, hey, what do you think? What should I do? You think it's cool if I put my ass in people's faces? And they're like, yeah. And then it turns out to be one of the biggest fucking things ever. Ever. Little shit like that. And then you're building generations of children from a family business where they're watching your parents. That's beautiful. And it looks right. And you're watching your parents.
F you, buddy.
You know what I'm saying? You're watching your parents perform.
Buddy Murphy is a lucky man.
And you're watching, so it's like you're watching your parents perform, just like in the NBA. Like for instance, look at Steph Curry.
I'm curious if she benched
Steph Curry was a golden child, bred for the NBA since he was a kid. And then look what happened when he got the chance to let loose. One of the greatest shooters of all time. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now you look at guys like Randy Orton, the Usos. Look at Cody Rhodes. Look at Roman Reigns. You got people whose lineage is literally the blueprint of what we became diehard fans for. So it's like, okay, even though LeBron didn't go 6-0, he's still been to more finals than Michael Jordan. He is the leading leader of the NBA in points. Jordan's not. You can say, okay, who's the GOAT? There's GOAT standards in different ways. Can we say who was the GOAT in the Attitude Era? We can't. We can't. The only thing, bless you, the only thing that we can say the only thing I can say that the only wrestler that I can only say
the GOAT
that is really the GOAT in the Attitude Era.
Don't be hating.
No, and I'm gonna be honest with you. And let me say,
that's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
Stone Cold ain't played no superhero. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just gonna say it. It's the Undertaker.
What?
His birthday was yesterday. Shout out to the Undertaker.
You want to know why I say that? Because the
Undertaker's like Andre. He was
because the Undertaker didn't lose his streak until after the Attitude Era.
Way after.
Way after. So in the pinnacle of where he shined,
he didn't even know there was a streak yet.
He was undefeated on the grandest stage, which is the finals. The WrestleMania is literally the finals of wrestling. He has never been beaten. And at the end of the day, he has been that blueprint that will never, ever happen again.
So you basically explaining that this is the reason why that the Attitude Era is better than the work rate era.
Absolutely.
Done.
This other era is just.
I love you.
I'm just saying.
Beat that off y'all. It's gonna drive Warren madness because I know he got a lot.
Listen, Warren is on CP time. He's
on CP time.
Yes, he is. He on CP time. He come in when we.
I'm just here, bro. I'm here.
You know I love you, bro. I love you.
I'm here.
So we got 2 for the Attitude Era and 1 for the work rate era. Warren, which one is it?
Man.
This was your
topic. So is Rock considered in both eras right now, if that's the case?
No,
because of what he's doing right now.
he's still coming back part-time.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? He's a businessman. So he's got to spread his time. He's part-time right now.
I've been on plenty of podcasts lately, and I've literally said the work rate area is literally hitting that attitude era, nostalgia, and stuff like that. Even though everybody's just talking about, oh, it's just because of the bloodline. No, man, this talent, like we just talked about, all the rosters in the attitude era, man, they are killing it. And it's not just little bits. It is everybody. They're drawing these houses again. They're putting fans are coming back with signs. Like it's getting that full nostalgia reaction. And it's not just because, oh, it's the kid era now. It's everything. Like we talk about it, you know, Cody may be the one that started the work rate era because he brought the independent audience back to the WWE. Like we could all be on reality on this because that's why it took such a personal scenario when Cody lost, because the independent audience believed in Cody to come back to watch this product. You've got guys like AJ Styles, you've got guys like LA Knight, you've got guys like literally some of the tag teams that they've got right now. They're starting to come back. Pretty Deadly. Some of these guys, when you give them a little bit more time, they're going to be running themselves really well. So honestly, man, the storytelling, that's one thing I got to say, that they're taking up everything with storytelling. When you see Roman and Cody right now, it's giving you that Rock and Austin nostalgia because these two headline 2 pay-per-views back to back. Buy rate is outrageous right now. Like you seriously are watching the newer era and it's prevailing up. This is the first time you could go with the era and go, damn, they really can compete with the Attitude Era. Like, because we can't say that about the Ruthless Aggression Era. We can't say that about whatever era that
the
was
PG era.
Fuck the PG era.
Let's put it WWE wrestling wasn't cool era. Like that, what was that? 09 to like
that PG era was
2012.
That was the worst fucking era ever in the history of wrestling. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Fuck the PG era.
It's crazy.
It's drama on site. Don't ever mention that shit.
PG era, whatever. The sports
It was wrestling wasn't cool era.
It was stupid. It was stupid. It was stupid.
But I mean, honestly, man, with the lineups they got, bro.
Workhorse era.
The PG era is worse than Duke's. Okay, it ain't shit.
God help me!
Damn, that was Naya's reaction.
Because it's a slow reaction.
I mean, Jesus.
It's a good debate.
You putting me in the hot seat right now because it's even now 2-2 right now.
Okay, so I mean, just flip a coin and just speak on it, bro.
Come on, man.
I can't do that.
Okay,
I can't do that.
Pull a string or something.
BlackHart gonna be Falcon since I'm Captain America. That's Falcon.
All right, so why don't you drink something, right? Why don't you drink something? Pull your finger, right, and then if it hits hard, then you pick the Attitude Era. If not, then it's the work era. Okay.
He got that W. He got that W. Hey, he got that W. That W didn't hit.
Honestly,
bro, we have not talked about just this. What WrestleMania is going on right now. We've been talking about this shit for 6 months straight.
I know, but here's the
thing.
We have not been able to brag about wrestling for so long as much as it is right now.
Well, I brag about wrestling because you know why? Because I'm a fan. You know what? Fuck WrestleMania.
Not necessarily, but I'm not just saying just a fan. I'm talking about average people.
We can't get shit here. I pour Captain Crunch into a bowl. There is no berries anymore. You cannot have shit.
I'm talking about average people that just tune into wrestling just because now, oh, it's something to watch. It is something that is cool. It's something that people are able to talk about, and you not go, oh, I used to like wrestling when I was a kid. Like, it's literally a good topic for anyone to have a conversation with nowadays.
But that's generational, Warren. That's
because it's more because you have to understand.
That's bro.
The storyline that we're all
What's
talking
the
about.
damn main event? How many headaches is it gave somebody because they're like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I'm just ready to find out what the fuck's gonna happen. Like
But
literally,
this is Triple H's first major baby by himself. So we have to understand the pressure that he's dealing with. And I've said it before. Once Vince McMahon is completely out of the picture, we have no clue the mindset of Triple H. We don't. And this is the start of it. Like you said, Warren, for the past 7 to 8 months, the Bloodline has been one of the biggest stories in wrestling history. I'm sorry. It takes over the whole darkness.
Here's the question, though. Here's the question. Is the Bloodline only relevant because of Roman?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
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 No.
Yes.
No.
All right, no. All right, hold on. Now, this is how I'm going to get this defense because everybody talks about how they had to carry. All right, so when Roman got his run, who did he have as a wise man? Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman carried the one storyline with him back to back, had their little run. Okay, so what was the next helping to continue this story going on?
Yeah,
Jay. Then you got Jimmy. So you had both Usos that continuously on to keep this story going almost all the way to, what was it, about Royal Rumble? Close to a little bit of that?
Then Solo, then Sammy.
Then you got Sammy.
No.
Solo and Sammy. Those two were the birth of Bloodline to go full extent. Now, the only reason why the Bloodline's still in relevant talk right now is because what The Rock is doing with it. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong.
All right. Now, for safety keeping, and y'all going to put down the guns when I say this, I will say the Attitude Era still. Because
you hurt my feelings.
With social media was different back then. You had to call people on the actual telephone, talk about. You had to be able to be at work next to that person to talk about what happened on television the night before. You know what I'm saying? Put your ex down.
Oh no, that's what he was doing. I thought he was
to be on WWE Network and just click refresh every time to find the results.
Hold on. That wasn't the X. I thought it was a chicken bone.
That's what I was saying. Like I thought that was a fucking chicken bone that he was throwing.
Bro, you can raise your hands that high.
Fucking crazy. But
I told you it was a chicken bone. See.
But listen, all right. But listen,
I told you
the only reason why I'm saying that is because the social media back then, in that time era from 97 to 91 was so different back then. It was the introduction to it was an introduction to Apple. You know, like the real Apple like computer that was being at home. Like you had to really be on the phone talking to somebody. Like you know what I mean? Like that, just that era and the tape trader era. You had to trade tapes. Listen,
you had the AOL Messenger, the AOL.
No, listen, when you had to trade tapes with someone just to watch a pay-per-view or just to watch a different company's work, you know what I mean? That's the only way that you was able to find out about this wrestling besides the wrestling magazines as well. Nowadays, nowadays it's just a simple click of fucking way to get to whatever.
You don't even have to watch it now.
which I'm not putting press on it, but it was like a secret society back then compared to it's a public society now where anyone can just jump in. Now I respect it, but back then how the ancestors of wrestling was growing, so that it was supposed to be a closed society. Only if you really went through the grinding out phases, you went through training, you got your ass beat by your trainer, and then you was brought up like, okay, this is how the industry works. That's when you're in the game for real, because now you know the inside in depth. Yes, you, Warren, can say the same goddamn thing too.
That's usually a money grab, though.
Yo, just look at Alberto Del Rio.
But
you know where I was going with that.
What I'm saying with the secret society angle when it comes to this, where it's more, it toughens out, it weeds out people that's really going to be protecting this business so it can grow and invest. How many people in this current age right now can you really say they will really be here to the do or death no matter what it takes?
What, for wrestling?
Cody,
yes.
Seth, AJ.
A few.
There's not really that much.
Randy.
Only a few.
Some people will leave. There's no loyalty in it anymore. It's all about the bag.
It'll be family. It'll just be
But Mercedes is completely off of that brand of them, huh?
But I just firmly just believe when it comes to Attitude Era, yes, it was a little bit more raunchy because of the way how television was back then, and I can totally get trash TV was everywhere. The Simpsons, South Park, Jerry Springer, Jenny Jones.
Work rate is the Kobe Bryant.
How we watch television back then, depending on how we watch now, is more censored because of certain issues.
No. I got something to say on this.
Can I finish my take first?
So the work rate is.
Go ahead.
But I'm just saying why the Attitude Era is still more distinctly better than the work rate era. Now, the work rate era, the only one thing that I can say negative is about the injuries.
Yes.
Now that work rate era was going to drive these people to be injured a lot faster. Hence, Darby Allin. It's a perfect prime fucking example. And one major company, major like independent companies, he's dying a slow, painful fucking death, and he's young. Back then, you didn't have to really work that many like households and shit like that, and then you was able to be going on mainly television to make your main bread and pay-per-view shows. That was it. You had a better schedule back then than what you do now. But at least some promotions are respecting the fact that these guys are humans. They need time off. So we're not expected to be having to wrestle in 300 days, a fucking year or shit like that. We're going to have to shorten it down a little bit so it helps them out. But I'm still going with the Attitude Era because mainly the creativeness, the creativity, the endless, countless storylines that we had that turn you to be like, yo, this is really fucking awesome. That's what causes us to have tunnel syndrome. I had tunnel syndrome for like a good 6 months because of WCW and WWE. And slowly ECW came to the fold when the tape traders kind of came into play in my life. That was the only way that I got to find out about ECW. Oh, you have to wait till 3 o'clock in the morning around here to watch it.
That was the best.
So you had to stay the fuck up or set your ass in the long haul to wake the fuck up just to watch it for an hour.
Yeah, I wasn't big on WCW.
That was crazy for me. That was crazy.
You said you wasn't what one?
I wasn't big on I mean,
that's because you're crazy.
ECW. Not WCW.
No, but I'm explaining to you the difference between how you have to watch wrestling back then. It's so for you to watch it now. That it just feels like it's playing.
I like Sandman and them.
You have to work hard to try to find these channels and shit like that. Boom, whatever.
Bro, I love people.
I'm going by based on
just. You gotta remember, man. I met my heroes.
That you will find.
Not that great.
You said you met who?
I've never met anybody from the ECW era that I've enjoyed meeting.
Warren, what's up? You forget one thing about Attitude Era. I think no one seems not to forget. And what before the Attitude Era, WWE would not still be WWE. They'd probably been gone. Because if we really take a look at it, WCW was still kicking WWE's ass during that time. And without the Attitude Era running where it's supposed to be, that shit would probably been gone. Because you take a look at it, back then, now everybody knows if they was watching WWE, how they had those genetic like wrestlers with like those all right, we got a wrestler named the Plumber, we got a wrestler that was named Nails, you got the Big Boss Man who was a cop. So all those type of genetic wrestlers, that's the Brooklyn Brawler, all those type of genetic wrestlers.
Cartoon.
The way how did you think they're gonna handle? Like I said, how do you think they're gonna handle what WCW was doing during that time when they was kicking ass with the NWO, and on top of that, the cruiserweight division that they had during that time with the likes of Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero,
without the Attitude Era, we wouldn't have all the other eras that came later on down the line. That we had how every blueprint has its originators. The Attitude Era had its own blueprint of originators that had that era to be one of the best eras in wrestling history.
And the pillars of the Attitude Era were Stone Cold, Taker, The Rock,
Triple H, Shawn
Michaels.
Dude, no, Shawn Michaels.
Don't even say you're not putting Triple H in anything regarding with the Attitude Era.
The Attitude Era was from 1997 to 2001. So for the wrestlers that were active in that time period, are considered.
You have to put Triple H in something with those. You wouldn't
no.
You wouldn't get Stone Cold.
No.
Get DX.
He was definitely number 4. If that was going to be the case,
This is what
Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, The Undertaker, and Triple
That's
H.
how I would label it down.
That's the way that I would put them in that order.
That's the Mount Rushmore.
You have the
Attitude
franchise
Era.
player in the front, of course.
Austin might be the Jordan, but Rock is Kobe. Period.
But
The Rock will have to be JB, right? Third in charge would have to be Porzingis right now, or you see it, or Derrick White, depending on how you look at them and shit like that. That's
Triple
the
H
one
is
that's your
right
durability
under those
guy.
boys,
That's Undertaker. The fourth person is normally the person that's kind of like, oh, he's the dripped out guy and like shit like that, whatever. That's Triple H's role.
You watch the Attitude Era, someone punch the shit out of Triple H.
No. This is what I was gonna say is this.
Especially the Stephanie McMahon stuff.
Now the main person behind it, and it's hard for me to say this because as much as I hate this guy with a passion, for
you opened your eyes for that one.
But VKM deserved to be in the top echelons of that Rushmore. Because well before his brainchild of trying to turn the heel and be that authority figure to go, we want how to see the Stone Cold come like him versus Stone Cold. We want to have to see him and Undertaker. We want to have to see him and Triple H, him and Rock. Everything that VKM has done, has touched. If you take a look at the Attitude Era,
you did establish the baby faces.
If you haven't working with him, he has that would up the echelons of the Attitude Era.
If you can catch your breath when you talk, we can be able to agree with you more clearer. No, it was like he was fighting for his life trying to get that sentence out. I was like, yo, come on.
He got excited.
No. Look. I'll say this. I got excited for that.
It's like he's slightly falling asleep. Then he's like on a full angry rant at the same time.
But yeah, no, because it's just hard for me to say his name as much as I hate him as with the passion. But VKM deserved to be in that Mount Rushmore of the Attitude Era just because of that.
Triple H. I was about to say, damn.
No, listen.
Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Listen.
Because he, like I said,
Bro,
if he did work with
Dukes
Stone Cold,
right now.
Guys,
if he did work with all them, how would those stars have been stars?
He established the baby faces, and he established them to truly be heels.
So without being, let's just say this.
Without him screwing Brett, you would never got that.
So you have.
Brett.
Okay, so you have someone who literally.
It must be true. It must be true.
You have someone who literally created an era that will forever go down in wrestling history. Okay, but without the workhorses, your era doesn't mean shit. Yes, he was the brainchild, but you needed workers to fulfill that obligation. I would put Vince as the Phil Jackson of the Attitude Era.
Okay.
To where you had nothing but superstars. You used Hogan, you used Bret Hart, but your biggest.
He got a championship team.
Your biggest time was from Jordan leading all the way up to the Kobe's and the Dunkins and the whole nine before you let Triple H take over to where LeBron and everybody else.
So it's basically like as a head coach. Every head coach is going to need to retire and a new head coach will bring in a new philosophy into the team and it's still a different discipline, which is where we at right now with this current work era. Now, before we go into deep ambiances and then Deuces took up fucking 15 minutes deep breathing for his goddamn takes. I don't want to do that, but we don't want to go any longer than what the fuck we have already as is.
My dog was huffing and puffing. He was trying to blow a house down.
Can I just ask y'all one question?
Yes.
Just one simple question. Who was the in the Jordan era? Who was the commissioner? What was the commissioner's name?
You said the commission.
Yes.
What you call? God damn it,
David Stern.
Yeah,
David Stern.
David
Okay,
Stern.
so David Stern, and then Adam Silver, right?
Yes.
So now we got Vincent McMahon, and then we got Triple H. Enough said. You got someone who's following
as a new commissioner,
but that is doing something completely on his own mentality. He took the blueprint, understood, made some changes, and now we're seeing the work era, like Warren said.
So
Vince
McMahon was the Pete Rozelle of the NFL, and now today Triple H is the Roger Goodell.
Yeah, so it's like you yeah. So it's a beautiful thing, but that Attitude Era is just you can't go wrong.
Louise.
Can't go wrong.
This was spiced up. One white boy came in on CBT time, which that is a first.
Like,
it
won't be the last.
Let's try to avoid that next time.
It won't be his last. It won't be his last.
Shit, subscribe, hit the notification.
Just keep smiling.
Earlier.
Yo, shout out to SNW. Shout out to SNW. Shout out to SNW. Shout out to SNW.
Shout out to SNW. As you guys know, the low. Yes, the OTT network has become part owners of Supernova Wrestling. Yes, the OTT network has partnered with Supernova Wrestling SNW with 49% partnership.
I got guns too.
Our next event is Without Warning, July 19, 2024, here at the VXW Arena in Revere, Massachusetts, 150 Bennington Street. So definitely catch us. Come out. Bring you some kids, family. We are under construction as of right now, but we're going to be getting in tune with it within the next few weeks, and we're gonna make a big splash. We're gonna make a big splash. So big shout out to SNW for the possibility for the opportunity, and we get to work.
Yes,
it's about to get funky in this bitch.
BlackHart did say he's going to send me an OTTR private jet, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
A private jet? Private jet?
Get that Jerry Maguire. Show me the money.
We're still trying to fulfill Deuce's catering order just for brunch. Okay, so we gotta work on that.
Hey man, y'all gotta go low, man. Hot dog and handshake. That's it.
Nah, bro, this ain't no state fair shit, bro. What kind of shit you think this is? This is going to be something epic.
Right.
Okay.
Favorite shows.
I don't think Indians ever did the robot, but that was classic. But yeah, that's definitely some.
He did it in the voice. That's all that matters.
Okay.
It's not even.
He's got the hat. It's got to be real. It's got to be official. He had the hat on, and he had it pretty spot on.
Stop, bro.
Oh my God!
Everything off of Peter Pan. It sounded about.
Yeah, you hit him with the stroke. Hit with the stroke and keep it moving like Swerve does. That's it.
With the flex.
Holy shit. We love you. We love y'all, the fans. We love y'all. We love how it is. Ain't no days out there. Yeah, shit.
Hold on, who was that perv again that we talked about? What was his name?
Perv.
Fucking perv. Yeah, what's that perv you said, Warren?
Oh,
the little.
Perv?
You said there was a little.
Oh, Chance Ransom.
Oh, Chance Ransom, you piece of shit. You gonna expose your bitch ass? Oh, bitch.
Like Nickelodeon.
We don't like diddlers. You fucking no diddy ass motherfucker.
I didn't hear about that shit.
Well, folks.
Oh, that's the new shit, bro. No Diddy. Instead of saying pause, you just say no Diddy. You understand?
Yeah, just say no Diddy.
That's gonna pop off.
No Diddy.
You're gonna hear that everywhere.
No,
Diddy.
Mill favorite, just say no. No means no.
No. Nobody responds. If you said no Diddy, just like I said, no strangers, or stranger danger.
That man should have said no pineapples Diddy a couple of times.
Listen, if you just scream no Diddy, I think you'd be all right.
No Diddy, no doubt.
No Diddy. No.
Somebody's gonna do that in the wrestling match. Watch. They, oh shit, no Diddy.
Dum Diddy.
You can find me. Flipping through your neighborhood everywhere at OT at BlackHart Lansky at on Instagram and
guy is social.
I really wanted to be
on Twitter.
Hold on, was that the Val Kilmer Batman?
Yes, it was.
I wanted to punch that bitch in the face.
Damn. Poor man can't even talk. Leave him alone.
Right. Leave the man alone with his Google eyes and shit.
That's Iceman.
Oh, man. Speaking of Iceman, this man below me.
When Captain America throws his mighty shield, all those who chose to oppose his shield must yield. If he's led to a fight and a duel is due, then the red and the white and the blue will come through when Captain America throws his mighty shield.
Play it again. Play it again. Play it again.
Play it again.
When Captain America throws his mighty shield, all those who chose to oppose his shield must yield. If he's led to a fight and a duel is due, then the red and the white and the blue will come through when Captain America throws his mighty shield.
Oh, hail the red, white, and blue.
Oh, snap.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Does this Captain America means Deadpool or us?
Yes.
That's kind of
Reaching foul. That boy is reaching. Shit is straight cap.
He got the eyes
say
like
that. We don't say that.
So what are you, Dead USA?
Look, pause.
No Diddy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. How do you even let that happen?
I ain't gonna, yo.
I tried to come in here.
My shit was worse.
You did this. Why you let me in here doing this?
No, I love it. I like it though. Go ahead.
Hey guys.
He looked like he's pissed off. Sorry.
I'll be back.
We have.
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
He better not take that mask off. He better not take that mask off.
He might take that mask off.
You destroyed his ego.
I didn't destroy the ego.
To this day, I don't know.
I just wanted to know if it was a combination of Captain America.
Hating ass nigga.
I wanted
You hurt his feelings, man. He wanted to make an appearance. You hurt his feelings.
Warren, I just wanted to know what was the origin. Was it Captain America meets Deadpool?
No. The way that I told him to design the mask was Power Rangers meet Spider-Man. Before Deadpool came out, that's what they thought would work.
So it's a Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Deadpool wasn't in the film yet.
How long have you had that mask, bro?
2011?
Oh, okay. My fault. I wasn't really trying to make fun.
We had the whole character plan a year before I even actually debuted and stuff. So
that's actually not cool. I mean, can you breathe through that shit?
Yes. When I haven't been in a while, it's kind of hard somewhat, but we worked through it.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
Not
You
too bad.
should have kept that shit on, bro. You don't never take your mask off, bro.
Not too bad.
It's all love here, bro. I just wanted to know because the eyes kind of.
No, you're good.
I was like, you
never seen the character.
No, I haven't. That's why I asked.
Hold on.
Wait a
Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
it's kind of cool, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, you got Captain America meets, Deadpool, but it's
I've had a match against the Green Arrow, man.
it's different.
He's popular. He's popular.
It's different. Okay, my fault. My apologies. No disrespect.
But
Or
hey,
you do your plugins, please.
Huh?
Or you just do your plugins, please.
Well, you can follow me at blah 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 blah. Oh, my bad. You can follow me at Buzzing with Marlowe on Instagram, Twitter, or my bad, the X. Yeah, my bad. I keep forgetting. It's called the X now.
Bullshit.
Find us on all socials. Obviously, you can find us on the Buzzing with Marlowe, the real Buzzing with Marlowe on Facebook. If you don't want to do the YouTube, you can catch the episodes there or go on our group page, Buzzing with Marlowe. No pun intended. There's another one. It plays all the videos and stuff like that. Obviously, if you don't want to watch the videos, you can also check us out on audio as well. If you haven't, go check out our episode last Friday. Awesome episode with Cody Madden from the 5-Star Jobbers podcast. They're really young. They're really up and coming. They're killing it on the Florida scene right now. These guys ain't just doing podcasts, man. They're literally going to roads, going to these independent wrestling shows, showing representation to these guys, and doing commentary and ring announcing. So definitely check these guys out. They're really going to be some. You probably see them in a town near you on Independence. I've got 7 bookings right now, 2 in Georgia, 3 all in Florida. I think Clearwater, Citrus, and I can't remember, Deladova. We'll be doing that one. So got some fun things going on. But yeah, man, check us out. I'm here. I'm gonna try to come here a lot earlier. My bad, guys. My shoot job decided to make me work a lot longer, so couldn't help. But hey, also for WrestleMania week, I'm going to be live a lot that week. We're also going to rewatch WrestleMania 39 starting that Thursday, obviously the Friday for the 2 nights, and then we got WrestleMania. Got Mania. It's time to finish the story. It's time to finish it. I said it. It is. It's that time. It's no more of this crap.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
What the fuck was that? But okay.
Oh my goodness.
He was waiting all night for me so he could just hit that damn button. That's all it was.
That's worse than a fucking Bahrain.
Oh God. Oh, Lord.
Go fast, go.
That's fucking Eric shit. Eric.
Bro. Oh God, I can't. I have to literally like turn it fully almost halfway down. I'm gonna have PTSD listening to that shit.
Oh my God.
I love him.
You're live, right?
Listen.
I love him.
Listen.
And
Shout out
stay
to all
in
the
character.
fans.
Eric,
Please just go. Please just go. Please just go.
Listen.
Disregard that comment.
Just shout out to all the
I love
fans
our guys though. I love them.
And that's been watching and enjoying. Keep your eyes open for the new adventure that we have come upon with S9Ep8. You can follow me on Instagram, Boston's_drummerboy81 on IG. I don't really be on Twitter X. I'm not gonna call it X. It's Twitter. Fuck you. I really don't care. It's
like
Twitter.
an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, it ain't even ex-girlfriend. It's just
shit.
I might create another Facebook page, but I ain't got time for all that double shit. So I'm not gonna really give you my full name on so IG it is. Other than that, keep tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the ladies for breaking our streak. We love y'all. But it's war now, so keep doing what you're doing. Shout out to Eric and Christian and on the asylum. And shout out to the family, man. Listen, this is 2024, the year of the truth. We busting ass. We about to kick that ass. We about to make shit happen, man. So tune in, have fun, man. And to all the haters, we love you because without the hate, we would not be in the position that we're in right now. So keep hating, because we're just climbing. We're going to the top on you bitches. It's drama on sight. You're just gonna have to wave and just say, yeah, bye. No trails. Just see you. Come on.
All right.
What in the hell?
That's the smell of it. He eating chicken. He got chicken. His chicken underneath this shit.
All right. Shout out.
What was in his chicken? He barely even lagging over here.
What the hell is
All right.
going on with his face?
All right, I'll say this.
What?
Shout out to all the aunties out there. You know what I'm saying? I will definitely hit y'all up later. I'm
not with that.
I am right now. Right now, I'm the auntie's side.
What?
I'm the auntie's side boo. So
reaching foul. That boy is reaching. Shit is straight cap.
So the
1-800,
aunties
please
be
help this
so when the
man.
aunties be done with your uncle.
Hey, the champ is telling you to do something. All right, you know what? You know what? You know what just happened? Because you didn't do what he said? You know what? You know what? You just made the list! I'm gonna have to go tell the world exactly what's on the list.
What's on that list, bitch?
Yeah, so
I don't think
after
we
all
wanna
your
know.
aunties
I don't think
be
we
done
wanna
with
know.
your uncles.
His no neck.
Y'all call me. So I'm like I said, I am the auntie's sabu.
Bro,
So
he's covering that neck just so he can find a cloak.
Well, hey, at least you can't strangle him. You're gonna have to kill him some other way.
I'm about to end this man's whole career. What career?
From the shoes to the jeans,
Turn
to the
left, turn right. Oh no, he's just in one direction.
Every damn day.
Emotional, damn it.
If you got a permanent fat lean, I'm coming for you.
So all it says is, all right, we're gonna go old school.
His no neck is split into no face.
All right. Yo, shout out.
Hey man, he's sleep
shout out to the
talking.
hoes.
This ain't even wake up.
What's going on?
Yo, shout out to the hoes. Shout out to the strippers.
Look, pause.
He
Shout out to the
lifted that
strippers that
just
have
for the
hoes
shout out
as
to the hoes and the strippers. Look at this man.
Shout out to Shaving Man's Jordans. Yo, because this is what we do all day. This is what we all about. We's all about having fun. We all about. This is what we all about. We're just all about having fun, have a great time, and talk about wrestling.
Right.
So come back next week. We do the same. All right, y'all motherfuckers.
That dog covered. Hold on. So hold on. So he covered his face.
Dummy, yeah, you blew it. Dummy, yeah, you choked. Dummy, yeah, I think you lost it.
So you telling me he covers his face, talk about the aunties, whips it back up when he talks about the hoes and the strippers.
Because that's like a fat person talking about going on the diet when they got a whole 16-piece bucket of chicken sitting right there.
Well, what kind of chicken wing is this man eating?
That's that GMO chicken, man. That's the one that just.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's quick to order. You know what I'm saying?
That's ridiculous.
He don't have time. He don't have time to marinate and let it slow cook. He gotta have it right then and there.
So he got the bagel bite chicken wings.
I see all y'all just want to come at me.
No, you come at yourself. No Diddy.
That's some bullshit. What the fuck I do to y'all?
Whoa, it's huge.
It's a Snorlax.
What the fuck I do to y'all?
No, you didn't do
It's
nothing.
a-
It's the shit
It's
that you do
Snorlax.
to yourself.
Yeah.
Bro,
It's
you
the
just
shit.
need to put Deuce's
You do to
face on
yourself.
it.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you look like a used silhouette that just it just all went wrong, bro. Like
And
Man's a
It
human
looks like
bobsled.
and I'll say
you
this.
you are a caution for destruction. You know what I'm saying? Just hang it up, bro. Well, you can't hang it up. You know what?
This man started catching all types of L.
Because you have no neck, you can't even play hangman. So we're gonna hog tie you and drag you, and then just pray and hope that at least something will shut off. Because there's no rope that's gonna fit.
That's crazy.
So if you have no neck, how do you get hung?
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
If they said
Listen,
strangle,
dude got
if they
neck, man.
said strangle you,
take the L.
what do they strangle it? Like,
Bro, that's why he's got that bandana on. It's like a cloak.
what neck? But what neck are you holding on to? That's just shoulders.
No, I do have a neck, man.
No, bro, they created that song "Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes" just for you.
No.
Jesus Christ, how do you even let that happen?
No.
When they said that, she's like, "Head, shoulders, knees, and toes." You was like, "Who, me?"
Yeah. All right, look, I Roy Jones you. Look here.
That's how
My
you
dog said, "Mama, I did it. I did it."
Hey, listen, love never felt so good. No, did it?
What's that for?
I just like the way that sounds.
So insane.
So we have learned Dukes is junior. We have learned.
But he's smart though. He's very smart. He might do some
Dickless bitch. And you're short. Fuck you.
He'll do some dumb goofy
And
shit.
you
He's
were
very
smart.
He's very smart.
Hey, ain't you sure? Fuck you.
Yeah, bro. You got the fat people lean, bro. You gotta get that together.
Wait, so I got
Okay, bro. Okay. So you want to know what the fat people lean is?
Oh, good God. This is
Okay,
part
so-
3 of it. This is not going to end.
Okay, so Warren, tell me if I'm wrong, right? And you're very observant. The next time when you see an individual, if they're standing up straight, right, and they lead to any side, the left or the right side, and the back heel goes up, and that foot is on the tippy toes, that is the fat person lead. That means the motherfucker cannot stand straight. That means that their body is unbalanced. And
So we calling that the fat posture, basically.
No, it's called the fat people lean, bro. It's not the fat posture. It's the fat people lean.
You
This
right.
is Mutiny on the Bounty, Jay. This the boys Benedict Arnold. Oh yes. It's Popeye and Brutus all over again.
This is
Exactly what it is.
Bruce all over again.
Motherfuckers ain't eating their spinach. They're just eating the meats. No diddy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, no. We're done. We are so done. Y'all killed this. Y'all killed this. Y'all
I'm
went
just saying.
way over there for it was supposed to be. Like, leave it alone.
Just say, we get ready for WrestleMania, man. We got to start this shit right. You know what I'm saying?
Ambassadors ain't happy.
Shout out to Ambassador, man.
If you're going to do this
Supporting
right
everything.
on WrestleMania, let me just do this real quick. Hold on.
Oh,
On
dear
that
God.
note, just give him the stink face and just call it a day.
Bro, that's a beautiful stink face. I don't know anybody that would pass that up.
Yeah. And look
Well,
at how look at the head shape.
And she got the
Yes.
perfect back too, man. I gotta give it to her, man.
I like how y'all are doing like a play-by-play of the stick face.
I mean, woman. I mean, come on. I mean,
Well,
listen,
she
listen.
did. She tilted left. She tilted
just-
right.
I'm just
By
saying.
God.
Who was the
My
greatest?
God,
who
it
was
was
the-
in the middle. That was the
who was the
Aussie
greatest
Aussie
comment?
special.
Who was the great?
How did the boy fall upstairs? His stupidity defies gravity.
Who's the greatest
And you're in
commentary
the
of the
dark,
of the
in the
Adam?
same
So okay,
situation.
so who's the greatest commentary team ever?
King and JR.
Dylon. Because I spit hot fire.
You know how many fucking sexual live innuendos that this motherfucker Jerry the King Lawler has gotten away with? that has been said in household names across the fucking world.
Coincidence? I think not.
Puppies no longer means puppies. It's because of Jerry the King Lawler's perverted genius mindset that we have talked about so much perverted shit openly during the Attitude Era. It's fucking crazy. You got kids walking around talking about suck it. Puppies. I remember one line he got where he says you got diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain. That shit's fucking genius. Who says shit like that?
Okay.
Look at the commentators now. They're just so theatrical with this shit. I mean, I love Pat McAfee, but I mean, it's gonna be before time he's standing on that table. He puts his hands up and he falls through the fucking table.
How do we get to this topic? How do we get here?
Dukes is trying to hibernate.
All this ain't done, and all of it's like
we are done, bro. I'm just saying that we was talking about the commentary.
Dukes is over here trying to be Nightcrawler. Look at
this. I want to end this.
Well, tell Dukes to turn the light back on because he's scared me looking like a dirty ass.
How did the boy fall upstairs? His stupidity defies gravity.
You're like an ugly version of the mirror. So Sleeping Beauty. What's that? Snow Night or whatever.
Next week. Next week, I don't know.
You feel me, Warren? I'm just trying.
Next week, I don't know, to be determined.
We're gonna shit next week, bro. We're gonna get that shit rocking next week, bro.
I'll be here.
Yeah, we're gonna, and he gonna be on time, not CP time, bro.
I'm gonna do my best.
Oh, and you're gonna wear that mask too, bro. No bullshit.
Have a good rest of the week.
You gonna put that
Make sure that you go follow SNW on all the
social
social medias that's out there right now.
We'll do it. We'll do the mask off.
He got his mask off right now, bro. What you talking about?
We try to hit this damn fly.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, damn. Good night, folks.